Good night.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Back at it again. Good morning. Welcome to KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Found us on the radio, perhaps, or watching on the stream as we are actively engaged on the YouTube at KROQ's YouTube page. You want to see us? I don't know why you would, but you can check us out there. Good morning, Allie. How goes it?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine.
Oh.
Sorry, let me try that again. Good.
There's a lot of passive aggression there.
Great.
Fine. I'm great.
Doing good. What does Jake say? I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. You got that to get to?
No, I got a nice sleep with no interruptions because there were no people in my house.
That must have been great.
I was like, I can just fall asleep whenever, and I know nothing will wake me up. And nothing did. It was like the deepest sleep. But that's the secret. That's the sleeper bowl.
Someone did suggest yesterday, even though we went through all of the different techniques to sleep, and the 4-7-8 bait method was great, but this person did make an interesting point that none of us even thought about.
Hey, Klein Alley Show. This is Thunderbird Bart.
Now, I don't even know these people, but they've given themselves nicknames. Apparently, there's a guy by the name of Thunderbird Bart that listens to the show.
2 topical references.
Love him.
Thunderbird Bart. I was listening on the podcast last week, and I've been kind of holding out on you all. I apologize for that, but when it comes to sleep advice, I stumbled on to the best thing years ago, and it always works for me. Just take and pre-record a golf tournament, and when you're having a hard time sleeping, put the golf tournament on.
He's not wrong, because if I'm ever, even doesn't matter what time of the day it is, if Jim Nance is on there going like, it's a small pitching wedge to get to the green, I will be out so quickly.
Really
even if I really want to see it, even if it's one of those like golf tournaments that really matters, like the Masters, if they start yapping about golf stuff, I am out so quick.
And I swear within minutes of listening to those boring people talk, you will fall sound asleep, and those golf tournaments last all day long. So it goes on for hours.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you wake up, they're still doing it, and all of a sudden you hear like, oh, just off the green. You're like,
yeah, but I wonder
sleep.
if it's also because you enjoy golf, so then you feel relaxed because you're thinking about golfing. Like you imagine yourself, you like muscle memory being on the green.
Long before I cared at all about golf, and I hated it and thought it was like some weird thing my grandpa was into, same thing would happen. He'd have it on. I would like pass out. It's like instant. It's like almost like hypnosis. It just knocks you out.
They're talking about like the wind direction and all that crap.
All that, and they all have that like whisper voice, like they're in a library.
And I'm like, why do they have to be quiet? It's not like they're right next to him.
Yeah, I know, it is weird, but for some reason we've all accepted it. We got a
It'd be great if those like Mexican announcers did the really loud play-by-play. Every time.
I would love that so much.
Everyone else is just clapping lightly.
It's a couple of those loud Spanish announcers. Decent show planned for you today, believe it or not. Tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas will be yours at some point this morning. Man vs. Machine, because apparently AI is taking over how people prepare their Thanksgiving feast, so we'll get into that a little bit later on. And tell you everything else we have in store for you today. Some people saying today is their Friday, so sweet divots.
I'm straight.
Klein Alley Show. $100 up for grabs in moments. If you want to get in on that, join the phones now at 800-520-1067. A variety of messages waiting on the go line this morning as we get into the complete show. Let me just start with this, though, because this message is specifically for Omar.
Omar, where are you? We miss you.
That sounded so passionate.
Care to respond, Omar?
I am back. I had to take a week off. Sometimes your brain breaks and you need a break, and talk to the boss, and he was fortunate, and I am fortunate enough to have a good boss, and he said if you need some time, I could take some time, and I also included Klein and Alley in that conversation, and they were all kind of like, do what you need to do, and then we could reconvene.
You're quoting Omar when I said that, and Omar called me a pussy. Yeah. So that's right. Yeah. It just goes around.
And then I was, talking to my therapist, and she was also saying, like, is there anything at work that might be causing you to kind of stress out, or anything problematic there? And then I did talk about that I do feel stifled creatively at work because there is one problem, a big problem in my opinion here at work, and but Klein, can I kind of work things out right now on the air if you don't mind?
Sure. There it is. Thank you. Now the show has just gotten 25% funnier. This is what Omar was doing for the last week.
I forever love fart sound effects, but Klein hates them. Hates them to death.
And it's a creative difference that you can no longer overlook.
We fight about it on a regular basis. The power of it. And Omar has decided that the only way that he would
My therapist, not me, dude. This is therapy, okay? This is therapy, so I need to let loose.
There it is. He is letting loose. That's right.
Oh, that was a good
one.
So,
I mean...
Sorry, guys.
That last one is...
I can no longer just hold it in, dude. I mean...
Those are Jake's mating calls, just so you know.
So, Omar, how many fart noises do you think you have
got 6,
in your repertoire?
He'll go all show.
I have roughly around 12, and they're...
That's
it? Yeah, that's it. And then I have a...
I'll get you some more, dude.
Thank you very much.
Just
put a microphone down there.
Just to get back at you for that, Omar, I'd like to play you. I'd like to play you this.
Hey guys, just a real quick update here. The Evanescence "Bring Me to Life" official HD music video currently now has 1,459,785,642 views. And if my math is correct, since Johnny just hit 1 million views on Instagram, he only needs 1,458,785,642 views to match Evanescence.
That's great.
So Evanescence, be careful because Johnny's coming. All right, see you, David. Love you guys.
Good math right there.
You know what, Omar,
you know what I have to say to that?
Okay, that's right. If you'd like,
it's Nora's mental health.
That's
therapy, Klein, therapy.
That's the Thanksgiving themed one. Okay, Jesus. Oh my God, that one is aggressive. If you'd like $100 of Allie's money. 800-520-1067. Will Allie know the news? We'll find out next.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas this year. The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
Brought to you by the LA County Department of Mental Health at dmh.lacounty.gov.
defibrillators. Defibrillators.
Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
$100. How would you like it? Gas money, gravy money. The choice is yours.
Gave some out yesterday.
Allie paid the people yesterday. Let's go ahead and get her into a nice losing streak leading up to Black Friday. Huh? How about that? You want to win? Call us now, 800-520-1067. 5 questions stand between you and riches. We pay the people. Next on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show, every morning right around this time. Give you a chance to win some money. That's right.
Klein, say
excuse me. Wow. It's that pre-Thanksgiving. Got to make some room.
I love seeing Klein try to struggle through this. That's my favorite part. He hates it.
And now Allie knows the news.
Her name is Allie, and she looks like a shrew. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. We did it.
Always love the theme songs you leave for us on the GO line, 844-956-GO. Let's say hi to Johnny in La Puente this morning. Johnny, would you like a shot at $100 of easy money?
Hey, what's up, guys? We did it.
Sweet Dibs. As you know, because you've probably heard this before, all you got to do is get more questions right than Allie. She will go sequester herself in a room far, far away.
Okay.
And she's leaving now, which means your round of Allie Knows the News will begin the second she walks out the door. Answer these questions quickly, confidently, and accurately so that hopefully we can pay the people. And in this particular case, the people is you, Johnny. And here we go. Hit it.
Allie Knows the News.
An L.A. Rams wide receiver was arrested for what reason yesterday?
DUI.
Question number 2. The Chargers, another football question, and the Ravens played last night at SoFi. Who won that game?
The Raven.
Question number 3. Disney is flipping its Aerosmith themed roller coaster to a new theme. This is the Florida Disney World, I believe, not Disneyland. What is the new theme of the roller coaster that used to be Aerosmith?
What's it going to be now?
Yep.
Avatar.
Avatar. Go to question number 4. Biden has proposed that Medicare and Medicaid cover this type of medication. What is he proposing? Which type of medication? Ozempic. And finally, question number 5. According to a nutritionist, the average American is going to consume at least this many calories on Thanksgiving dinner.
4,000.
4,000. All right. That'll be whoever gets closest to the actual number. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. See how you did. Maybe you learned something. More importantly, maybe you win some money. And if you're up for the battle tomorrow, right around this time, another shot at $100. Allie's back in the studio. Say nothing else. Allie, you're battling Johnny. Once again, we go to question number 1.
All right.
We will score it together. An L.A. Ram was arrested. A L.A. Ram wide receiver was arrested for what reason?
Oh. Driving under the influence?
DUI. DeMarcus Robinson. That is correct.
Oh, okay. Just a lucky guess.
Go to question number 2. You got that as well. Tied up 1-1. We go to question number 2. Another football question. Chargers, Ravens played last night at SoFi. Who won the game?
I heard the Ravens won that game, though. I have not watched any of it.
That is absolutely correct. He said that as well. 2-2. We go to question number 3. Disney World is rebranding their Aerosmith roller coaster that's been around for a long time.
They have an Aerosmith roller coaster?
They had one for a long time, and now they are rebranding it. What is the theme of that roller coaster going to be moving forward?
It's probably based on is it an Inside Out thing?
Inside Out, you believe?
Yeah.
Interesting. He said Avatar. The correct answer is Muppets. They're going with a Muppets theme.
What?
I don't know why, but that's the one they're going with. No one gets the point. So you get the Muppets coaster. We go to question number 4.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Jay.
It's probably just still the Aerosmith thing. They're just calling it Muppets now.
Yeah, and he's like, aye.
Question 4.
Good impression.
Thanks.
Biden has proposed that Medicare and Medicaid cover this type of medication.
Oh, the weight loss drugs.
That's right. He said Ozempic as well. That is correct.
Because it's too expensive for people.
Ozempic and Wegovy, and nothing worse than being fat, right? So let's just go ahead and figure out ways to make sure that everyone can be paid to be super skinny. And we go to
super droopy.
Question number 5. It's still tied up. One question left. Nutritionists has claimed that the average American will consume at least this many calories during Thanksgiving dinner.
It's a great question to follow the last one.
I agree. Doesn't matter because you just throw some Wegovy in afterwards.
Yeah, just
and
like shoot yourself with a needle after and you're good.
The first year, everyone's just going to look at all the food at the table and no one's going to eat anything.
I know.
Because they're all Ozempic'd out.
I think I read that it was about 2,000.
He said 4,000. And I bet most people, I mean, I would imagine 4,000 is probably easy to put down Thanksgiving, especially if you put enough butter on things.
2,000 was a lot.
But the correct answer is actually, 2,000 is the number. Allie.
2,000? That's low.
It
really?
seems
I
low
thought it
to
was
me
so
too.
much. I was like, what? One plate is 2,000 calories?
But
Like, what's on there? Some turkey and gravy? What?
But that's why I think Johnny...
No, but then you got all the pies you have to try, all the booze.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think
the booze. I forgot
Johnny's
about the booze.
answer of 4,000 is probably more accurate. like even though the nutritionist claims the average American's going to put at least 2,000 down. But, Johnny, you put in a decent effort. Unfortunately, Allie, just at the end, squeaked by. What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
Hey, I'm actually Tony from La Puente, and Allie knows the news.
All right, well, thank you for correcting me finally. Sorry I got your name wrong that entire time. What do you want from me?
It's literally the easiest name.
4 letters. We somehow screwed it up. Sublime Time. They will be at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Will you? That's Sublime. They will be part of KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, December 14th, creeping up on us at the Kia Forum. Let the good Lord intend it. And later this morning, you'll have a chance to win tickets from us. A couple of ways. If you're in the finals for America's Weirdest Relative, you stand a chance to win 4 on the floor. We're going to meet 3 more finalists today after yesterday's battle between Captain Uncle Steve and Uncle Tony.
Mondo.
Mondo. A lot of messages on the Go line about all of the finalists from yesterday, and it was really difficult to vote. Today, 3 more finalists, and then tomorrow, it's just going to come down to the actual finals. 2 people, 2 relatives left. Only one will be called the weirdest. But if you want to win tickets just for listening to the show today, all you have to do is listen. At some point during the show, you will hear the lead vocalist of Garbage.
Whose name is what, Vanessa?
Sherry.
Sherry, that's right. Shirley Manson will at some point start yelling at you today when you least expect it over the airwaves of KROQ, like she did at the entire crowd last year at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Such a great moment.
One of the many unexpected things that always happen every year, no matter what you think you know, you never know until you're there. And when you hear her at some point interrupt us and yell at you today.
Great if I can find it, huh?
It would be great. It would be great. But if you
we can keep stalling.
We'll
just, all right. Remember
stall.
how great that was?
That was great. Oh, good times.
What does it sound like?
Well, you know, she yells at people and she tells them it's a goddamn Christmas show and everyone should get together.
A Christmas party!
That's what she says. So when you hear that at some point today, I don't know what it'll sound like, but at some point she will interrupt us all and she will start yelling at you. That is when you call us at 800-520-1067 and instantly claim your access to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
No, I'm looking for it. I don't know
It's
where
gone.
it is.
The file has been completely deleted.
Did her people come in and scrub all this?
Yep, it all got taken out. She didn't like the way it made her look because she yelled at everyone. But I got a lot of people calling about her yelling, but let me see here. Hold on. Mm-hmm. This was a well-oiled machine earlier this morning.
Was it?
No, it was never a well-oiled machine. In theory, it was a well-oiled machine. Well, anyway, at some point...
All right, well, that.
You'll hear her do that. Allie made a catastrophic mistake when booking movie tickets.
I didn't make a mistake.
Of course you did. You didn't mean to do that.
No, but I don't think it's like a deterrent. I don't think I should cancel my tickets.
Oh, that's where you're wrong.
Well, so I decided that, and I never do this, but I wanted to pre-plan going to see a movie on Friday right after Thanksgiving because I really want to see Wicked. Now, I know that movie theaters can be jam-packed during that time, and I was the only person in the group saying, guys, if we're going to do this, we need to book ahead of time. We can't just show up to the theater and expect to get a whole group of people in. All these screenings are going to be, sold out, or we're going to be like in the front row at the movie theater. Nobody wants that. So everyone thought I was overreacting, but I decided I'm going to take it upon myself and book these tickets early so that we can actually get some good seats and enjoy the movie. So I go and I see all the good ones already are taken up. 6:30 gone. Yeah. 7 o'clock gone. My mom's coming. I'm not going to a 10 o'clock movie with my mom. She'll fall asleep. So I'm going, okay, I can't do the 4 o'clock. I can't do the 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I found a 3 o'clock.
Of course, El Cheapo finds a matinee.
And I was like, this could work because everyone's just kind of biding their time until dinner anyway after 3 o'clock. What's everyone doing at 3 o'clock? They're just kind of waiting for dinner to roll around, right? Perfect time to see a movie. So I decide to book it, and I figured no one was ever going to have a problem with it. And then I realized after I got my confirmation and sent it to my wife, she goes, you do realize this is 3D.
Oh,
and I was like,
it's the worst. It's the worst.
And it's like, they were like $12 tickets. And I don't think my mother has ever seen any 3D movie whatsoever.
They're fun.
They're not fun. I'm always so mad.
No, I think it's going to be cool.
It does suck.
Avatar in 3D was the bomb.
Maybe certain movies, maybe. But usually I find it to be so much. I sit there the whole time angry that I didn't just go to regular 2D. 2D is perfect.
Yes, the 3D technology's not there yet. We're so years behind still, but yeah, 3D sucks.
That's right. Thank you, Johnny.
And Shirley Manson, what do you think?
This is bullshit.
We found her. You hear her at some point interrupt us today. Call us up and get your tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. So now you have a decision to make. You bought 3D. Some people
I don't
love
think
3D.
I should. If I get rid of these tickets, I don't know if I can get other tickets.
But that's why these seats were available, because they're 3D. And enough other people saw that and go, I'd rather just not see it than see it in 3D.
So you think all the other people that booked it also accidentally?
Yes. Every single person is going to show up there and go, why are they handing me these glasses?
I don't even know how to explain to my mother that she needs glasses to watch the movie. Like, I think she's going to be really annoyed.
On top of glasses. She's going to have to double up the glasses.
Yes, and I think she's going to need the glasses to see the movie and then glasses over the glasses.
I guess there are people that choose this by, maybe there are some people that, if given the choice, would always opt for 3D no matter what.
Yeah, like Spider-Man, Star Wars, Avatar, it's dope.
I could see that argument being made.
And Green Witches.
Yeah, but...
but there's movies like the ones that Jake just rattled off are made for 3D purposes.
Right.
Like Wicked is, there's no way that Wicked is like, the witch is not coming flying at you like all on purpose.
Maybe
you know
she
what I mean?
is. Maybe she is, I
don't know.
The other option was IMAX, which I thought was too aggressive.
IMAX, great call. You have to lean back. Usually IMAX, you have to the chairs go back even further. You get like a nice recline.
Really?
Usually,
Pre-dinner
yeah.
nap.
I just thought it'd be way too intense.
But
I don't need to see Wicked in IMAX that large.
But Allie, as El Cheapo, you're making decisions based on price or no? Just convenience? Because every single time, regular movie is one price. 3D, I think they charge a little more, and then IMAX, I think, is the most.
The tickets were $12.
Right.
So
So when you buy
they
one
charge...
seat, you're going to lap it up? Is that what you're saying?
I said we were all disabled.
You're all disabled children?
But I said... I said that when it was 3D, I assumed because it was $12 that it wasn't anything extra, right? I mean, what they do charge extra for 3D.
Yes.
But so you think 3 p.m. 3D is the worst of the worst?
It's pretty bad.
Am I better off just going to like a 10 a.m. movie?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, 10 a.m.
But then you're
nice.
like wasting your day inside of a movie theater.
3 o'clock, it's like there's good stuff. I mean, not that the football games are going to be good. You're going on Thanksgiving?
No. Day after.
Oh, day after. Oh, you're going to miss out on all the trampling. You love trampling.
No, trampling's in the morning. I'll have plenty of time to trample.
That's why you need that IMAX seat so you can take a nice nap after your trample.
2 hours and 45 minutes with my mom complaining.
Well,
will
a
be really
lot of people say they've accidentally made the 3D mistake as well. Never again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I ruined Thanksgiving.
We will get into some Linkin Park Now Lost on your KROQ. This is Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Klein Alley Show. Lots of things going on today for you. Listen for Shirley Manson to interrupt the show and yell at us at some point this morning. Get yourself tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. One of the many unpredictable things that happened at last year's show. You never know what could happen December 14th at the Forum. Buy them tickets, Ticketmaster.com, or win them from us later this morning. We'll get into next hour some more finalists for the Search for America's Weirdest Relative. And then later, Jake hit the streets to find out what people are actually thankful for this time of year. And you would think with a conversation like that and a cheerful message of hope and giving thanks, he would be, received well by the people. And this is just a sample, a tease as to what we can look forward to.
What's your name?
None of your business what my name is.
Whoa. So people are heated. And that was one of the more pleasant conversations he had. So just so you know, you go up and you say, just want to talk about what you're thankful for.
What's your name?
None of your business what my name is.
But they still went on and had a 3-minute conversation after that.
They think this guy is going to invite himself over to their Thanksgivings. They're like, get away from me.
It's quite possible. We'll
earning a reputation already.
Get into that coming up later this morning in the show. And also, as we mentioned, apparently this is the year where robots and AI technology is going to help prepare most people, well, not most people, but more Thanksgiving dinners than ever before. So as a result, we'll do a little man versus machine cooking to figure out if humanity even stands a chance against the intelligence of the robot.
I would think that a person would be able to cook a turkey better than a robot.
Well, because a robot would probably do it.
You got to eyeball it, you got to smell, you got to taste.
If you remember, we went to that robot bartender in Vegas. The drinks were terrible. Because they did them exactly. Well, supposedly they did them exactly scientifically how a drink should be made, but the reality is a good drink is a bartender that's got a heavy pour and also has a little bit of leniency on what they decide to do. The robot, and they messed it up. That technology.
I got half a drink.
Right. Allie's got half spilled. That was kind of funny.
Yes, because it was out of one of the ingredients, and then a human had to fix it.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, today and this year, we are going to see, I guess, more people are looking for Chat GPT and AI to help them figure out Thanksgiving. So we'll get into all that coming up on the show. Quick break, back with your ADD news and more after this on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
How would you like to live forever? Maybe you don't want to, but at least you'd love the secret, so you could live forever if you choose. That's what it's all about these days. And every week on the show, we check in with another old person that lived to 105, 107, 115, because they got a secret. We've never heard the same secret twice, which makes us think the old people are trying to sabotage, want to kill us off in our prime so they can get all the glory. Here's a tease, Allie, because we're going to get to a brand new old people secrets in a moment, but this is the woman that will be delivering the secret.
And if I give out my birthday to people.
Oh, my Lord.
So get ready, because it's not always easy. We need translation. If you're listening, listen closely. Turn the volume up. And let's go ahead and figure out how we can live together forever with this brand new Old People Secrets.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid. They call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with sweet dibbits. Time for some old people
secret. Johnny Cash, thanks for the song. Let's get to it. Let's meet the woman, then we'll go ahead and guess the secret. You're more than welcome to play along.
Most of us look forward to retirement, spending our golden years traveling or just hanging with the grandkids. But one Memphis great-grandmother is getting ready to celebrate her 100th birthday and still taking appointments.
Oh, no.
That's
Is that
her hips.
body?
That's her hips, yeah. It's moving around.
Oil her up, man.
That's her crossing her legs.
We got to oil her down. She, listen to this. She's 100.
She's frozen in a garden.
I work because this is what I've enjoyed doing all my life.
Now, this is one of those sad stories. It's
Heart
supposed to be
surgery. That's right. I'm still doing it.
It's supposed to be inspirational, but it really seems sad. She's 100, she's about to turn 100, and she's still working every day.
From a little girl, I always loved messing with my sisters' hair. They had beautiful hair.
Oh, my God.
And I always enjoyed doing this.
She's a hairstylist, and she's 100.
Oh,
and would you let anyone who was at that age
No.
shaky, etc.
Absolutely
Handle
not.
scissors by your eyes, ears, head, etc.
No, and I've even done my own hair and done a horrible job, and I would still rather give myself another haircut than let this woman do
Yeah,
it.
and we've seen Allie's haircut she gave herself. It was the most regrettable mullet in the history of hair.
I wish I could say a 100-year-old did it, but it was me.
You should change the story. Just and that way everyone will make fun of you, and then you go, you know what? I supported this woman.
Callie Terrell loves making women look and feel good.
Hey, look, we
With
can all
the
get...
same hairstyle. That's what I think when someone's like a really old hairstylist, they have like 5 things
Right.
that they can do and they just never change.
You're getting a gray afro. You're getting a gray afro. And you're getting. My grandma had the biggest gray afro, and every time she would go and say, "I got my hair done again," I'm like, "Grandma, it's a gray afro.
Yeah,
It's just a big
exactly.
puffy gray thing."
It's the Golden Girls haircut.
Right.
It feel good. Well, when I do it again, maybe pay more.
So this is going to be tough to figure out the secret because, as always, the old people are kind of hard to figure out. But I think that's part of the magic of the old people's secret is that you feel like you're deciphering a code.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
like
here
the
we
Da
go.
Vinci Code for old people.
Here's just a little bit more about her, and then we'll lock in on what we believe her secret is.
Mrs. Terrell now only works to keep busy and to satisfy a few longtime customers like her daughter, Inez. She's 99 years old and anxiously awaiting her 100th birthday in November.
That's so tough for her daughter.
To say I don't want to get my hair cut anymore with you, Mom. I know.
It's just
I know.
like, my mom's been cutting my hair for 60 years or whatever.
She probably goes to another place right after to get it fixed.
get it fixed.
Right.
Now, if I give out my birthday to people, you have to pay for it. 100. How about that?
I don't know what that was. I think it's a joke, but
That's another thing that I love when they do these interviews. If they try and make them sound funny, because
Yeah.
it makes them sound like they're sharp
That's how
and
she
cool.
charges for a haircut.
oh, that what she was trying to
I
say?
thought she was whoring herself out.
Well,
Like,
I didn't. I didn't.
hey,
Understand. Yeah, what was she
you
saying?
got to pay for it.
Pay for 100. 100. So everything's 100 now.
How about that?
Her zeal for life is amazing.
By the way,
and so-
imagine 45 minutes of that while you're getting your haircut.
Jesus.
I have to give them back.
her zeal for
charge
life
people
is
now.
Can you cut my ears off while you're at it?
amazing, and so is her work ethic. She rents space in a salon now, but once had her own thriving business.
Now, this is the saddest part of the story. I want to warn you.
There is no salon.
She hasn't left her room in 6 years. This whole thing is a figment of her imagination.
Wow, it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Everyone's playing along.
Right in your
Hi,
head.
come on in. That'll be $39.50.
It's really a sad,
Here you go.
sad story. Yeah, and then they hand her a couple buttons, and she goes, "Thank you for my
A
pen."
tip. Oh.
She's outlived almost all of her customers.
Oh, God.
This is sad.
Because she
now.
got shaky with the scissors.
Yeah, they all died of stabbing wounds in their necks.
People my age that I used to buddy with, I don't have a single one. I was in a bridge club. I'm the only one in the club that's living.
So you got to start
Wait,
looking
so
at her.
how do you play bridge? You're just one person.
It's just
It's a bridge
her.
to the afterlife.
That's yeah, the
Rainbow Bridge.
That's right. All right, so here we go. It's time for the secret now. We've learned a little bit about her, Allie. Here's what they say.
All right.
Work is part of her secret to longevity.
Just
Oh.
part of it, though. What is the rest of the secret? Okay, you want to live forever? You got to think like the elderly. They know the secret. What is it?
I think she wants good conversation. I bet she chats it up with all of her clients, or used to, and that's what makes her feel young and cool and happy.
All right, good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Omar, what's her secret?
Working, staying busy, but also, I mean, just listen to her positivity. You have to have a positive outlook on life.
Yeah, the old people love saying that. Oh, Jake the Nerd, what's her secret?
Hey, I gotta stay young at heart.
Okay, thank you, Jake. He waits all week to do his old person impression.
It's give impressions.
I think he said the same. Pull the clips of him doing just as
Oh
old
my
people.
God!
things.
With
It's
his
always the same,
back-to-back
yeah.
secrets.
It's always the same.
Good family time.
He puts no thought into his actual guess. He just puts his thought into
I
the
think
impression.
sometimes he just grumbles,
Yeah.
and we're like, okay.
This is what she said.
I'm not used to just being up in the house. See, I work so long. I just been around people. So I enjoy being with people and doing something exciting.
See?
There you go. Being
I
around
was sounding
people.
just like her.
Yeah, you almost nailed
You
it.
kind of did.
All right, that's it. We'll take a quick break. Now you can live forever. Just be around people, and you'll live until you're very old. Except it sounds like all the people she was around are dead now, which is a weird thing. 'Cause every group she was a part of.
I know.
My clients, my bridge club, they're all dead. So
Exactly. She's
Netflix,
the only one left.
look into this woman. I think she could have a suspicious past. Take our first official look at what's been going on in the world with your ADD News. We will get into that. Then a brand new hour of the show, complete with 3 more finalists as we move closer and closer to tracking down America's weirdest relative. And I believe today's the day, Allie. We get the man that lives in the yellow house, dressed in all yellow. Yellow Man will be joining us, one of the crowd favorites for all of the weird relatives that have been brought to us over the past few weeks. So I'm excited to meet Yellow Man and 2 of the other finalists today, battling it out for 4 on the Floor, KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Here's Cheapo.
Well, we officially know now that it will not be a very Menendez Christmas. They are not getting out this year. After the hearing yesterday, which was a lot of buildup for not a lot of payoff, the whole thing just got pushed back to January. The judge decided, I'm just going to kick that can down the road, probably because of the new DA coming in next year. They'll want him to take a look at the exact same thing that Gascon took a look at earlier this year. The family had hoped he would be released that they would be released by Christmas, but it seemed it would have been turbulent anyway because Lyle and his wife are separated now. His wife, Rebecca, who started writing to him in the 90s, they got married in 2003, said that they are now separated, but insisted it has nothing to do with his release and that they've been separated for a while, and she's still running his Get the Menendez Brothers Out of Here Facebook page.
I bet you those guys could probably do a killing on merch. Like, I wonder if there's
a killing?
A killing, pun intended. No, but I would think that they would probably, like right now, wouldn't you think that they could be quite profitable just with the...
Well, they were already trying to be when they were getting, even during their trial, Lyle was writing a book. Like, they were all trying to, not both of them, but Lyle mainly was trying to make money off of the fact that all of this was happening.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that once they're in prison, it's like, okay, let's wife up, you know, becomes easy. You have somebody that you can depend on to send you stuff, keep your commissary full, all that, and now suddenly they're potentially getting out and one of them's already getting separated. I would imagine that Eric probably, you know, when he gets out, the marriage isn't going to last very long. But there's also something about, for the women, being married to somebody who's like, life in prison, he's, you know, so sad that I'm with this guy, and I feel like that's part of the relationship, is the fact that they're in jail. So when they're not, and you actually have the freedom to see them in person, does it kind of lose the luster?
Of course.
Because that's the romance of it, right?
It's just a
unattainable,
regular, boring couple like everyone else.
I know.
No one wants that.
They're just fighting over the remote.
Right. You want to be fighting over kanjis and when you can get in there.
Exactly. There's no fight left.
Nothing left.
Not interesting.
Unbelievable.
All right. We can't always control the nicknames that we get. I wish we could.
That's right, Poogers.
But it is what it is. Funny you mentioned that one. Because now Jelly Roll is already technically a nickname, but Boogeyman is now being added to his nickname list after a video of him seemingly picking a booger and eating it is making the rounds. And this happened at a UFC fight in Madison Square Gardens. I don't know if you've seen the video, but we can put it up. It's gotten so much attention that his wife has now addressed it and defended him. In the video, he's sitting behind Trump and Elon Musk.
Yes.
And have you seen it? He digs in there pretty deep.
It looks like he is taking a booger.
Oh, yeah.
The eating part of it is the part that is questionable.
God, you're rotten. A monster.
That's about Jelly Roll.
That is, well, no, it's about you still.
Then it seems that he rolls it up and puts it in his mouth.
Yeah.
Now, his wife said he has a tick where he, when he's nervous, picks his nose, but he doesn't, quote, normally eat them. And that she saw it as more of a
normally?
Yeah.
Just special occasions.
And she said that she's normally with him to put a stop to it if that's where it's heading.
Hey, don't eat that booger.
Keep that woman, Jelly Roll. Seriously, man.
Yeah, she's a good woman.
Yeah.
She's by your side on Booger Watch 24/7.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously, which I'm sure is a full-time job with Jelly Roll.
You're like a nervous picker too. Do you have anything? Because
you think I'm a nervous picker?
Well,
I'm a nervous touch. I touch my face. I rub my face. I also have.
When you're focused on stuff or you're thinking about something, sometimes you're in the nose. You're digging around in there.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we got footage of it.
No, there's no footage.
Put up the footage on the YouTube right now.
I got that.
No, you don't, Jake. You don't have booger footage.
We got booger footage.
All day.
Oh, sometimes I think I'm watching a video of Allie, but it is Jelly Roll, so I do get confused. That's my own fault sometimes.
Oh, man. Why isn't my wife on Booger Watch?
She's got to be on Booger Watch. Some Pooger one.
Well, she said that mainly she saw him roll it in his hand and flick it, and then coincidentally put his fingers in his mouth afterwards, which is unrelated.
I honestly don't know what's grosser. I mean, both are disgusting, right? And I understand we've all at some point had a booger on our finger. We got to make a decision. The reality is you should probably go wipe it off.
Yes,
go wash
but
your hands.
I guess I just assume that most people outgrow the eating part. Like when you're a kid, you're doing that stuff.
But I think
No.
But when you grow up...
As a kid, you're not doing that stuff, Allie. As a kid, you try it once and you're like, oh, this is disgusting, and then you instantly stop.
Right. I think
Is that everybody?
Did you do it for like a phase of your life, Allie?
Allie did it. That's what fed her through college, I think, mostly. It's like
ramen and boogers.
ramen and
That's what
boogers.
got me through.
That's going to be her cookbook.
At the end, she said, "We're dirtbags. We pride ourselves in being dirtbags. Let the man eat his damn effing booger."
Maybe
What
it's
a
one of those.
woman.
Maybe
I
it's
know.
one of those moves where, he's getting a little too successful, a little too rich. Probably sitting real nice good seats at UFC, and wanted
So
to
the
let
boogers are worth more?
wanted to let everyone know he's a common man. He's just like he's just still eating his boogers like a regular person.
I'm just amazed he could get his finger in there.
Incredible, just incredible.
All right, everyone is different when it comes to communicating a Christmas list or gift ideas in general. And last year, my sister turned me on to creating a Pinterest board for your Christmas list. But something that more and more parents are doing this year is creating a gift registry for your child. So if, parents, family members, whatever, are like, hey, what does so-and-so want for Christmas? You say, here's a link to our registry, just like you would for a wedding, just so you ensure that the child is getting the gifts that you want them to get.
Damn.
And also that there are no repeat gifts. And the question is that tacky or is that smart? Because at the end of the year, usually you have a bunch of duplicates, because it's like the first 10 things people see on Amazon. And they're like, whoop, click that truck. Just send that to them. That's good. And then you end up with like 5 of the same garbage truck. And you're like, okay, great. What am I going to do?
Yeah, I think it's smart.
Yep.
I mean, I think you have to ask
You would
for
send
it.
somebody a gift registry?
I wouldn't, if someone were to say to me, because I get that every year, my parents or whatever, they say, hey, what do your kids want? And I'll say...
Usually I would divvy up I would come up with kind of a list for my kid, and then I would say, you get him this, you get him this, you get him this. Give people different genres to work with. A registry seems kind of aggressive.
Yeah, but it's also easier to put those together now than ever before. You don't have to walk around with one of those laser guns like you did when I was getting married. You had to zap things and be like, I want those plates. Now you just go on Amazon, you make a little Amazon wish list, you send it to relatives, you go, this is what they want. The key is that I try to sneak in things I want, and then my parents are like, you sure your kids want a gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings? I'm like, I think they do. I
They
think
love
they do.
them. Yeah.
They're always talking about
Spicy buffalo.
So there you go. That's the trend. Get a gift registry together so that you can figure out what Santa's bringing, what's going from the relatives.
Split it all up.
We get into a brand new hour of the show after Foo Fighters. It will be perhaps the greatest hour of your life, complete with 3 more weird relatives that made it to the finals. We've only heard the nominees, but today we actually get to go face-to-face with the actual relatives themselves. Yesterday it was a trio of uncles on the show. Today we got some cousins. I think we have another uncle in the mix as well. And your votes will matter. So we'll got all that coming up on KROQ.
show feels like a family, and this is why this show is really better than ever.
I don't care about that either, trust me.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh yeah, good morning. Just after 7 o'clock. If you're forced to go to your job this week, fear not, because we're here live, interactive on KROQ, on YouTube. As we speak, you can watch us, you can listen. You can join in on the fun, 800-520-1067 to call or to text. At some point this morning when you hear the great Shirley Manson of Garbage.
You just picked your nose, dude.
Thank you, Jake. That was a scratch.
Did you really?
It was a scratch.
How the turntables.
Scratch of the outside of the nose. But I did see on the text line people say that they've noticed on the YouTube that we're all pickers in our own way.
Everyone picks their face.
Everyone
picks and scratches and does weird stuff, okay? Let's all just be real.
This hour on the show, we got the return of Pack Your Patience. A couple of news crews out and about to let everyone know that tomorrow is going to be the busiest travel day of your entire lifetime. And as a result, will they work in that phrase that bothers everyone, but specifically bothers Omar? Pack your patience.
They said that today between 1 and 5 and tomorrow between 1 and 5 are the worst times.
You came back on a great week, Omar.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I thought that's why you were ducking low, dude. I thought you were trying to avoid all the Pack Your Patience talk.
I should have, man. I should have taken this week off, too.
So we will get into that coming up later this hour. Of course, some more finalists in the weirdest relative search. And in a moment, we will unload GOAT for all of your comments, critiques.
By the way, did you guys have Uncle Leslie on while I was gone?
No, we didn't.
You guys have not had him on yet?
No, we're going to have him on tomorrow, I think.
Uncle Leslie is going to be on before the finals. He's going to be a guest judge. My own weird uncle, Uncle Leslie, will be one of the celebrity guest judges for the finals of America's Weirdest Relative Search.
I heard some weird nuclear thing or something. That he's afraid that he's going to be killed by a nuclear bomb or something.
No, he talked to he goes to psychics apparently regularly, and
it gets better.
And
much better.
One of the psychics informed him that he didn't have to worry about having a heart attack or eating unhealthy because what was going to eventually kill him was a meteor.
Great.
And so he learned that a meteor is what's going to kill him. So he's not concerned about trying
his weight or fitness or anything.
He went on a bunch of I don't know which one he was on, Wegovy or Ozempic. He was on one of those ones, and even that was weird because he was trying to figure out a way to eat his big meals before he took his injections so he could still get his calories in.
Like he's still beating the system?
Yeah, so he's beating
somehow?
the system. So it's like a very strange man, Uncle Leslie. But he'll be on tomorrow. That's my real blood uncle. I share DNA with that guy. I should not be bragging about that. That'll be tomorrow when we get to the actual finals. But 3 more finalists coming up. In a moment, we unload GOAT together. If you left any messages on the GOAT line, you'll probably hear yourself on the radio next. Right here on KROQ. weekday morning going. Love the interaction. 800-520-1067 to call and to text. Later on, that'll score you some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. But in the meantime, when we're not around, or perhaps you can't get through, the GOAT line is always there for you. That number is 844-956-GOAT. At least once a week, we force ourselves to unload GOAT to make more space for your messages, death threats, etc. on the GOAT line. So let's take a listen to what's there today at 844-956-GOAT.
Hey, guys. It's the Monday before Thanksgiving, and I'm watching Late Night with Stephen Colbert, and I'm a little toasty maghosty right now. And he's bringing up the best Wheel of Fortune moments, and he brings up the sausage dude that y'all brought up a month ago. This is a live show tonight, I think, but he's bringing it up a month after y'all. Y'all were on top of that.
Treat yourself a round of sausage. I'm sorry, that's not it.
Love that clip.
Wow.
Love the round of sausage.
I'm convinced he was watching a rerun.
Must have been a rerun. This guy's all high. He still sounds high leaving the message.
And then after that, I had some sausage in the fridge.
Oh.
I treated myself to a round of sausage.
Oh.
Cheers.
Yummy. Yeah,
That's
that guy.
beautiful.
Yeah, he definitely is high. And he was probably watching a rerun. And probably he doesn't even know. I mean, let's be honest, Allie. You love a round of sausage as much as the next guy. You don't need to be. I have audio.
Sure
Listen.
do. Always sausage.
This is just some of Allie admitting her many.
I'm eating a sausage.
Whenever you ask Allie what she's chewing on, sausage. She loves to treat herself around a sausage.
Hey, Klein, you know better than anybody that they have great sausage options at Costco.
Oh,
and
no
once you
shortage.
have them, you got to commit to them.
Right.
And you got to have one every single
You got
day.
65 pounds of it, so you got to get through it.
So you have to treat
Uncle
yourself.
Mondo has videos. Klein and Allie have a YouTube channel. See where I'm going with this?
Yep.
So we did it.
Smart call. Yeah, I don't know whatever. I think that would be helpful. Vanessa, if we could track down any of Uncle Mondo's videos of him wrestling those self-defense dolls and dressing them up and sitting next to them on the couch.
Well, she also said some of them are mannequins.
Mannequins. That's right. He says he's got mannequins. No more sex dolls. But if you have any of those videos available for us, I think that could potentially help sway the vote before we get to the finals of America's Weirdest Relative Search. Uncle Mondo. He's got a lot of skeletons.
All right. I don't know what's going on, but I listen to the podcast on YouTube Music, and now there's like 15-minute mariachi interludes in between the show. The podcast went from being 2 hours to 4 hours. Listen, I enjoy mariachi just as much as the drunk uncle at Thanksgiving, but Jeebus Christ, man, like, get it together. Somebody's got to get fired for this shit.
There's a lot more mariachi in the YouTube because they don't have the rights to play any of the music we play in KROQ, so they've gone with generic mariachi a lot of times.
No, but did he just say? I thought he said he's listening to it on Apple Music.
No,
on
YouTube.
Apple,
YouTube.
Oh,
he's
on
listening
YouTube.
to it on YouTube. So for whatever reason, I don't know how it works, to be honest.
It just plays the stream
Just
in
plays
its
the stream.
entirety.
So, yeah.
he's going to, during the commercial breaks and the songs, just get
A lot
mariachi
of-
music
he's
for
getting
like 10 to 15
He
minutes.
said he's getting 4 hours of mariachi. I mean, us a little bit too. So
yes,
yeah.
but
better
also
than the other stuff.
It
Remember
is,
that
yes, because we had another track that was playing the first day that we did live stream,
It was like a
and
sad elevator.
the people asked for
the
mariachi.
people demanded mariachi, and the people got mariachi. But I also think that mariachi does have a burn.
Oh, absolutely.
It can burn. So I'm just saying.
Especially the same 4 songs.
Omar, where are you? We miss you. We miss our Captain Dong Dong. On the flip side, can you guys please stop playing Pantyhose Greg's messages? They are so weird. He is the worst listener of this show. He is so effing creepy.
All right, there you go. Just a mix of some of the thoughts people have on the GOAT line. If you got anything on your mind, want to share with us, 844-956-GOAT, 24/7, 365. Leave your thoughts on the old GOAT line.
562, I can confirm last night's Colbert was a rerun.
Of course. Of course, because everyone is off this week. Anyone who's got
This Colbert's off his game, man.
Yeah,
this happened 3 weeks ago.
I was mentioning stuff from a month ago. That's cool. People watching reruns thinking we're on top of stuff. What are the odds the guy that had a random sausage in his refrigerator that was watching Colbert was confused about
I
if it was
know.
live or
I
not?
always admire, though, when people can look at something on TV and be like, oh, I should have sausage.
Right.
You know? Like, as soon as you look at something, you're like, I need to have that right now.
When we return, this is going to be the highlight for me, at least, of today's show. We have 3 more finalists in the search for America's Weirdest Relative. We've heard their cousins, their nieces, their nephews nominate them, but we have not yet met the weird relatives themselves. That will be starting in a moment. We need you to help us vote and determine who moves forward. Tomorrow is the finals. It's only going to be down to 2 relatives tomorrow battling it out. This is like a March Madness of weird, and I cannot wait to get to the 3 finalists from today, and we will do that next on K-Rock.
K-Rock's Almost Acoustic
Christmas this year.
The 33rd Annual K-Rock Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd Annual K-Rock Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. This will not go well. You want to join us? The number's 800-520-1067. Johnny doesn't know a lot about a lot of things, and we found out even though he's been to many colleges, 3 he claims, even though he listed the same one twice, so we're not exactly sure how many that really makes it. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know College.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
For grabs, tickets to see Sebastian Maniscalco Intuit Dome in August. You'll win those tickets. All you got to do is predict, will Johnny know or will Johnny not know? Very, very easy questions about all things college. We asked him off air what the S stood for in USC, and he said school. So we're not going to ask that question.
And he even gave us the C. He said the C was corporation.
So
United School Corporation.
You think that's what USC really stands for? You've grown up in Southern California your whole life.
One more time. United School Corporation.
You got it.
Sounds fancy.
It does.
That's why USC and UCLA just can't get along. All right, let's get to it. Tina, welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know. You ready for this?
Yes, morning.
Good morning. All right, first question for Johnny. Johnny, what is the name of the person who is the head of a college or university? They have a certain title. What is their title? Will Johnny know what the name is, the proper title for someone that is known as the head of a college, university, or department?
I don't think so.
All right. Johnny, she doesn't believe you will. This is in the world of education, what would you call this person?
Well, this is a toughie because I'm stuck between a couple options.
This is not a toughie. There is no way, no world in which this is a toughie.
Would you let me cook? Check this out. There's the mass.
You're cooking. How you feeling?
Hold on. There's master. There's the superintendent.
Master.
And
you're going way back, huh? Jeez.
There's the master. There's the superintendent, and then there's like
there's the czar.
There's the dean. There's like the dean.
Dean. Yeah.
D-E-A-N.
Okay. So I don't know which one you're going to go with, but she said you wouldn't know.
I'm going to go superintendent.
Superintendent. Okay. All right. Good job, Tina. It's Dean, the Dean of college. I'm glad
I gave you one of them. See?
I thought Johnny was going to say principal, to be honest. I was shocked.
I thought he was going to say president.
Let's go to...
Oh, that's it. Actually, somebody. President of the school is actually a thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for telling us. Michelle in Buena Park. Johnny Doesn't Know College. You ready to go?
Yes, we did it.
Sweet divots. All right, Johnny, we'll go with this one. What is co-ed short for, and what does it mean? It's a two-parter, Allie, because colleges didn't used to be co-ed, and now they are. So what does co-ed, what is it short for, and what does it mean? He's making a weird face right now as he's processing this. Will he know the answer, Michelle?
What if he gets half of it right?
Well, you can say that if you want to, I guess, but we need, for a full, complete answer...
He would have to get both right.
And by the way, how are we even having this discussion? What if he gets half right? Why is that even a conversation?
I think it's worth looking into.
All right.
That's plausible.
Okay, stop it,
so I will say no.
Okay, thank you. Johnny, what is co-ed short for, and what does it mean?
Okay, well, I could give you like half of that, because I know what half of that means. Co-ed is dudes and girls in the same school. Co-ed. What does co-ed stand for?
There's the rub.
Cooperative educational.
What's that now?
You're making a lot of finger guns.
Co-op. Well, you know what I mean? It's like cooperative, co-op. Ed is like educational. Cooperative education.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks at you like, nah.
All right. Yeah, we know. All right. I'm going to say she's right in the fact it's just coeducational.
I was right. I said that like 5 times right now, and you looked at me like I was a dummy.
You added a lot of stuff. Hold on.
But I
Michelle
was
got
right.
hers right. Let's go to Brett. Brett, Johnny doesn't know college.
I love how he thinks he was right.
Hey, what's up? These were not hard questions. This one is going to be, I think, maybe the easiest one so far, but let's see if Johnny knows it, yes or no. This is the name for a student typically having the highest academic achievements in the class.
Oh, my God.
Oftentimes getting to deliver a speech at graduation. Will Johnny know the name of this?
Well, I'm going to go with yes. It happens in high school and college.
All right. Doesn't mean he's going to know, but okay, Johnny, he has confidence in you. Do you know the name of the student?
Oh, I dreaded this person so much at the graduations. The valedictorian.
Hey, Johnny!
Always giving some, like,
Johnny jackpot. Good job. Brett got it right.
Come
Johnny,
on now.
Do you think that he knows when people graduate with honors?
Magna cum laude.
Whoa!
But it was actually,
Whoa,
I was saying
Johnny.
it wrong for the longest time. I thought it was
really?
It was. I was saying magnum cum load, but I don't think you can say that.
Oh, you can't, definitely can't. I don't think you, like...
Yeah, hit the button. Have you ever hit the button on me before?
I don't know if I have to dump out of that. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know. I think it was okay because you're an idiot. You can't really control yourself, but whatever. All right, well, we got to let's do one more quickly. We got to take a break. We're way behind. This will be the last one, and then we'll give away some tickets. Let's say hi to Grace and Orange listening. All the baddies coming out for Johnny. Hey, Grace.
Good morning. How are you both?
Good morning. Doing great. I was going to ask what the center of most college campuses is known as, but I don't think Johnny would even know that. So I'm going to go with what is 1 degree you can earn in a college? Is that too easy?
I've got 2 of those already.
I think he would know that. I mean, he got one.
I've got 2.
All right. Then I'll go with...
I don't think he has 2. But
I have 2.
You definitely don't have 2.
You definitely don't have 2 degrees.
I have a bachelor's
and a bachelor's.
And an AA. I don't have a master's.
There's a thing you go to when you drink too much.
Yeah, but I got that.
You have an associate's degree.
Associates, yeah. So we called it AA degree.
Johnny, here's your question. This is all that matters. What is the center of most colleges' campuses known as? Where people hang out and play Frisbee and smoke weed. Grace, will Johnny know the answer to this?
I think so. I'm gonna give it to him. Yeah.
All right, Johnny.
It's where the Panda Express and the Subway is. Every college campus has that. That's the center of it.
I mean, should we give him the credit?
Hold on. I thought you was about to finish up with the name. What is the name of the area?
I just told you the Panda Express and the Subway, and maybe like a Coffee Bean or wherever. Like
it's oh my god,
whatever it is.
You ever heard of the Quad?
We didn't have that. I mean, we had that, but we didn't call it that, though.
Grace,
we had that, but
Grace, I'm going to.
We didn't have that. We had it, but we didn't call it that.
Everyone's called the Quad. Johnny's like, you mean the Panda Express?
They had that.
Allie, everyone got theirs right. I think predicted correctly.
Well, Grace didn't get hers.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Michelle. Congrats.
Hey, Michelle, you're going to go see Sebastian telling jokes at the end with them. Hold on, quick break. Back in a second. I know you're thinking, man, those two look funny.
And we agree, and so do our parents.
So we need to get some plastic surgery, and the only way we can afford that is if you listen to our full radio show every day live on KROQ or download the podcast.
Yeah, which is all free, so I don't really know how we're making money on that. Because we get
treat if you're listening to KROQ right now or watching on YouTube as we are live at the KROQ YouTube page, because we have 3 more finalists, the final 3 finalists in the search for America's Weirdest Relative. Yesterday, we got a chance to meet Uncle Mondo, Uncle Tony, and Captain Uncle Steve. All different uncles, weird for different reasons, as we get closer and closer to that one meal a year where you gather around with all your weird relatives and ask yourself, how are we related?
Yes, but also it was interesting because there was a lot of love for all 3 uncles, and there was a lot of passion. There were debates going on well into the afternoon and evening yesterday about why people wanted Uncle Tony and why people wanted Captain Uncle Steve. You know, everyone had their reason for latching on. They were all very different.
I noticed in the DMs on Instagram, someone that had originally voted for Uncle Mondo said, after re-listening to the show in podcast form, I have changed my vote to Captain Uncle Steve because he is just more universally weird. And if we're really trying to focus on weird, you know, real weirdness, because all the uncles yesterday had different degrees of weird. And we're celebrating
like Mondo
weird.
it was something he did that was weird, of fighting with the dummies. But Captain Uncle Steve, it was like a lifestyle.
Lifestyle's weird. Always been weird. And I think that is, different. There's different ways to be weird. But today we got 3 more finalists, and let's go ahead and meet them.
It's time to find America's Weirdest Relative.
Very excited. Very, very excited. Because, you know, of the hundreds of nominees we received, to whittle it down to just 6, and then have to whittle that down again to just 2, only so we can put the sash on one of these weirdos, is going to be, you know, it's a journey, Allie, but the journey is sometimes more fun than the destination. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, I know. It's nice. I've loved every process.
The first weirdo we're going to meet now is listener Tara. Now, Tara, just remind us, Tara, quickly, you brought us your Uncle Harold, correct?
That's me.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Was that Harold?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
do you want me?
I heard that we had a problem getting Harold on this morning because, Uncle Harold, you do not own a phone. Is that right?
Yeah. I don't have a problem. I miss my niece, Tara. You take good care of my baby. And I rap, I dance, I sing. Here's one for you.
Great.
Where'd you get your energy and strength, sir? Did he die already?
Hold on. Are we doing? Hold on.
Is this a knock-knock joke? What's happening?
Are we doing material now, or is that a song?
Well, you can take it whatever you want.
All right, hold on.
Where?
Harold, hold on. Before
yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, great. Hold on one second. Let's take a step back. Tara, you originally brought us your uncle because you claim he is weird because he is all in yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Tara alive?
Tara, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Tara,
you can't get rid of the dead. The dead's just watching over the live ones.
Okay. Wow.
He's
I love this
always
guy.
in yellow.
Yes,
he's always in yellow.
He dresses
Thank you, Tara.
in yellow. His whole house is yellow. And correct me if I'm wrong, Uncle Harold, but you are feuding with another man in your town that is dressed in all red, correct?
Oh, that's Dana. Yeah, Dana's cool.
Wait. So
I thought you guys weren't getting along.
Well, we put the act on and pretend we hate each other and blah, blah, blah. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're somebody, everybody wants a piece of you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And how...
So you let him do his thing.
And Harold, how many... your wardrobe is 100% yellow, correct? And your house is yellow?
Yes.
And how far does it go? Do you only eat yellow foods?
You know, that's a good thought. I eat eggs every day,
Mm-hmm.
and the yolk's yellow.
Right.
Right. And when you decided to make this change in your life, like what was going on where you're like, I'm going to go ahead and rebrand myself as yellow?
Yellow is happiness, sunshine, young man. And do you know where you get your energy and strength from? Who birthed you? Number one is your mother. And when material things don't mean nothing to me, which it don't, I love helping everybody, good and bad. But sometimes in your life, it gets you in trouble because people can't have it. They'll kill you for it.
Uh-huh.
And what is it?
Oh, my God. Is he a step 2 in the morning? I'm a night person. Tara, where'd you find this guy?
Good energy. He's talking about good energy. He's
Oh, good
talking about
energy. The answer is
embodying the color
energy.
Did he
yellow.
just say, where'd you get this guy to himself?
I think he was talking. I think he was talking about Jake.
Where'd you find this guy, huh?
Yeah. All right. So
But
once
I get
again,
all my feathers counted.
hey, let me ask you, Uncle Harold. Do you think you're weird, or do you think you're normal and the rest of the world is weird?
What is normal?
Right.
Yeah. My mother asks that question every morning.
Good point. It's a good point.
When you can put two different color stockings on your feet, you're normal. And if you got two white ones, you ain't going to make it through the system. Give the girl her gift and send her home so she can go to her concert, please.
Oh, yes, the old adage.
Everyone says it.
Baby.
All right. And
Yeah.
Tara, is there anything else before we say goodbye? Because we're going to have to, the audience will help us
Why, your
determine.
battery getting low already? I thought I got competition going on here this morning.
You do. We're going to meet.
I have one really
Yes.
one really good story. I remember Uncle Harold stopping traffic one day and just saying, "My family's coming," and like the universe, there was a line of ducklings, and they just followed him and crossed the street, and it was like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, he had this intuition. So he's in it. He's in the sauce, man. So
Yeah.
he's in the mustard.
So you stopped traffic to help a family of ducks cross the street, Uncle Harold?
Oh, I do it to all my kids. I love all the animals on the world, good ones and bad ones, and I love snakes. The snake's my best friend.
You have a snake who's a best friend?
Oh, sure. Hey, when you look at what's going on in this world, it's sad, and people should all help each other. If I was a president, I would burn all the money in the world and swap and trade. You'd see how quick they'll clean up their closets. I've always said the three monkeys: see nothing, hear nothing, but watch out for the greedy ones who hurt their loved ones. And it's sad.
That's another wonderful saying.
Beautiful. They're very quotable.
I don't even think
text
burning the
line-
money would be kind of a problem. But
I want all these pillows.
Text line says the following: Yellow Uncle,
Watch out for your ducks.
Yellow Uncle Harold is the winner. No reason to bother with anyone else. This is a next level weird uncle. Meanwhile, people say, I didn't think you could outdo yesterday's crop of uncles, but Uncle Harold is next level.
yeah, especially.
I'm going to go out and plant a new crop for everybody. Thanks.
He's one of a kind.
All right. That is Uncle Harold. That is Uncle Harold.
Thank you, Harold.
Thank you for joining us today and really just being yourself.
And you have a beautiful Thanksgiving and have a beautiful Christmas and take good care of my niece. And I'll be seeing
I love you, Uncle Harold.
God love you.
All right.
Oh,
That is, we may hear him. Hey,
that's so
listen,
beautiful.
if he makes it through today, believe it or not, he's going to be back on tomorrow because tomorrow's the actual weird relative pageant. So this is
It's time to find
unbelievable.
America's weirdest relative.
The fact that we even have two other finalists is crazy, but we do, Allie.
I need to re-listen to what even just happened.
I love it.
951 said Uncle Harold for president. 818 said Uncle Harold is my spirit animal. 310, we didn't just grab a random guy from the park?
No,
or
that's,
this is actual
that's a listener of
uncle?
ours, real life uncle, which is beautiful. Let's say hi to Benjamin. Benjamin, how goes it?
Hey, Sweet Dibbit.
Sweet Dibbits, you told us that you have a weird relative, and who did you nominate that made it to the finals?
I have my dirty Grandpa Kevin on the line.
All right. Hey, dirty Grandpa
He
Kevin.
needs no introduction. He needs no introduction. Just let him take it away.
Hi, Grandpa Kevin. How goes it?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I feel exposed, but it's no biggie. Don't feel ashamed. Just the thing of my life that's kept me grounded. Everybody needs to ground themselves, and this has kept me grounded, and actually just it gives me a peaceful feeling every day.
How old are you, Grandpa Kevin?
64.
And your grandson, Benjamin, brought you to us specifically because he claims that you will watch things on your phone with the volume at full blast and people all around you. And the things you're watching usually are porn.
Yes. Yes. It's usually that. It gives me a different perspective because now
what genre?
Pardon me?
What genre?
What do you mean by genre?
You know what we mean.
Yeah. Boy, girl.
Boy, girl. Traditional.
Okay.
That means girl.
If the guys are listening, there's a girl on. If the girls are listening, there's a guy on. And for me, I don't care because now I've got that out the way. Sometimes people need to shoot a bullet. Well, my gun doesn't fire, but hell, just the thought of loading it up is good. You know
All right, exactly. And how does this change your perspective?
Because now when I run into, excuse my language, dickheads, I just think I've already gotten my day through. Most guys are working to, get a little bit of excitement. And it's for women that can't be manipulated because, hell, what are you going to do?
But let me get this straight, just so I'm clear. You will, wherever you are, doesn't matter if you're out in public, if you're at a family gathering. I believe your grandson said that at Thanksgiving dinner, you'll just...
I'll just go somewhere. I don't cut the volume down because most of the fun for me is just the sound. I don't really need to be there because, again, the gun doesn't fire and it could be kind of frustrating from time to time.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
No, I think, Klein and I get it.
If it's a stressful situation, like a job interview, then I'll, walk into the hallway.
Oh, so if you're going to watch porn during a job interview, you'll walk into the hallway.
Well, yeah, if it's a job interview or if it's a kid's graduation,
okay, all right,
grandson something, I'll just go get away. But usually, I guess the word is out, man. Relatives, they're they're kind of weird because they're bottled up. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to say anything about anybody. They just walk around, constipated, mentally constipated is what they are.
So this is like a freeing thing. All right, that is, Allie, in case you're wondering, that is Dirty Grandpa Kevin, was nominated by Benjamin, listener to the show. Says he does a couple weird things, but the weirdest thing is that he just will walk around constantly watching dirty videos on his phone with full volume.
Yeah, but you know what? After he explained it, it kind of makes sense. It's helping him, right? I mean, I think AirPods would really solve a lot of the problem, but still, I mean, if it's making him feel better and feel less stressed out, he's saying everyone else is walking around all bottled up.
Hey, Benjamin, maybe this year for Christmas.
Harder or
yeah.
That's right, Kevin. Hey, Benjamin, maybe this year for Christmas you get your grandpa some AirPods.
We tried that. He can't figure it out. We're not going in there every 5 minutes to turn on his Bluetooth.
Oh, got
it. And then when iPhone changed from that normal head jack to that other head jack,
that was it. Game over.
Right,
worse. I get it. Okay, fair enough. I get it. That's a typical old guy technology problem. All right. Well, Allie, that's contestant number 2. We have one more contestant to meet, which we will do in just a moment. Let's play you this one from Coldplay, and then we will come back and meet the third and final finalists in this exciting edition of the Search for America's Weirdest Relative. It is Gabriella's cousin Seth, who did something very strange that instantly got our attention, and he will be on with us next on KROQ. one more weird relative to meet. Then your votes will help us determine who moves on to the finals tomorrow in the search for America's weirdest relative right here on KROQ. And boy, already people saying, I feel so much better about my Thanksgiving plans this year. I used to think my relatives were weird until I met any of the people that you've brought on the airwaves of KROQ this week. Very true. And that gives you some perspective, and that's what life's all about.
On the text line, some people said, you know, it really affects my vote that Uncle Harold was accusing Jake of being a weirdo.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's weird on weird crime right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's very telling.
Uncle Harold, yellow uncle, I feel like is going to fast track to the finals. But he seemed, I mean, they all seemed angry for different reasons. But we got to meet a cousin. This is the first cousin to make the finals. Cousin Seth, we're going to meet in a moment. But first, let's meet the listener to our show. This is Gabriella. Gabriella, remember, I think this was a day one nomination. You called in the first batch of calls, and you nominated your cousin Seth. And why did you nominate Seth?
Hey, guys, we did. I nominated my cousin Seth because I grew up with my cousin Seth, and I love my cousin Seth. My cousin Seth is a weirdo. He paints in his own blood, and he does some other funky things. So
that's right. He's the guy who paints with his blood, and doesn't he sign his name Satan on the paintings?
Yeah, that's his nickname. So
all right, let's bring him on.
Satan is his nickname.
1 second. Hey, cousin Seth,
how you doing?
All right, guilty as charged, or do you want to defend yourself that you're not a weirdo like your cousin Gabriella says you are?
Oh, hell no, she's right on the damn spot.
Okay.
I paint blood. I like to skateboard. I play guitar, I write my music. I put poetry in all of my paintings, and they glow in the dark. And I sign everything in blood. And if I'm doing anything with red, it's going to be blood rather than paint.
Oh,
and that was such a way of
Makes
doing
sense.
that.
Can we hear a sampling of your poetry?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 250 years well overdue for this revolution. The very spirit of my land could not stand your pollution. The atomic age, perhaps the invention of the gun, nuclear capabilities further radiate the sun. As knowledge is spread, you seek to find Ezekiel's descent or the fate of the divine. Lightning had struck and it had made fire the pillars of Enoch. And Ramesses built higher. Take control so we can own your soul. I got the wickedest of minds, the most evil of intentions. I'm the perfecter of lies.
I think we're good.
That's enough. Thank you.
We were playing you off there, but that's good.
Is that from Wicked, or is that an original?
That's an original.
Oh, okay.
I love it. Now, the nickname Satan, is that a nickname that you gave to yourself, or did you earn that nickname?
My grandmother made me that name.
Klein's eyes just got so big.
Hold on. What? Your grandma gave you the nickname Satan?
Well, okay, so we were playing out in the back, and we stole some cigarettes from Uncle Paul, and we decided to smoke them. Then we heard Papa's Bronco coming, so we ditched them in the hay barrels that were his archery stack, and it caught a fire, and we got in lots of trouble. And after that, I was Satan the rest of my life.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say you killed a cat or something.
No, that's pretty. He lit an archery hay on fire.
Animals.
He loves animals. Okay, cousin Seth, anything about you that you think would propel you into the finals, which are happening tomorrow on KROQ, and potentially earn you the sash and earn your cousin 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas? Obviously, we've heard a few things you've done that are weird. Anything else you do that's weird, eating-wise, clothing-wise, hobby-wise, that we don't know about yet?
Well, all my clothes are either covered in paint or they're nice. Can I give a shout out to Kern River Valley Masonic Lodge, number 827?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Absolutely.
Respect.
Lodge 827. Shout out.
Shout out Lodge. All right, that's cousin Seth. Allie, any follow-ups, or do you think we got enough?
I just want to know, what is the biggest blood painting you've made? And were you able to sell this stuff, or do you just keep it?
Oh, no, I sell everything.
What is the
biggest one I ever did was probably 5 foot by 4 foot.
Oh, my.
What is the most amount of money you've been able to sell one of your paintings for?
$10,000.
$10,000?
Mm-hmm.
Gabrielle, is that a real number, or is he like a little off in his head?
I don't know, man. I believe him.
Wow.
$10,000 for a blood painting.
I got to start painting blood.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
All right.
About putting your blood, sweat, and tears in your work.
All right, hold on. That is, wow. Allie, this is going to be tough. I'm glad I don't have to make this decision.
I want to commission a painting, a blood painting from this guy.
I know, dude.
That sounds amazing.
Seth, can we get a blood painting for the KROQ studios?
Yes, I can. Let me get an address right now.
All right, hold on 1 second. Vanessa, get him.
Yes, I can.
Get him what he needs for his blood painting, please, so we can hang that up. We'll put it right above your desk. Okay, great.
Vanessa's desk is all just rejected decoration.
Yeah, it's all the things no one wanted. We're going to get you a nice blood painting for your desk. All right, that's Cousin Seth. All right, today, man, text line. We will post this up on the Instagram. You're going to have to vote. Cousin Seth, he's the blood painter. Shout outs to Lodge. Yellow Uncle Harold, who loves yellow and gets into fights with a man who dresses in all red, apparently. And then the grandpa who watches his porn super loud on
that
his phone.
felt like it flew by and like an eternity.
Oh, boy. Quick break. Back with your ADD news next. And then tomorrow, believe it or not, you're going to... one of these people's going to return. I can't even believe that.
Well, we're going to learn more, I know.
Tomorrow's the real finals of America's Weirdest Relative Search. And we'll get to that all after this.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. $100 up for grabs and moments. If you want to get in on that, join the phones now at 800-520-1067. A variety of messages waiting on the go line this morning as we get into the complete show. Let me just start with this, though, because this message is specifically for Omar.
Omar, where are you? We miss you.
Wow, that sounded so passionate.
Care to respond, Omar?
I am back. I had to take a week off. Sometimes your brain breaks and you need a break, and talk to the boss, and he was fortunate, and I am fortunate enough to have a good boss, and he said if you need some time, I could take some time, and I also included Klein and Alley in that conversation, and they were all kind of like, do what you need to do, and then we could reconvene.
You're quoting Omar when I said that, and Omar called me a pussy.
Yeah.
So that's right.
Yeah.
It just goes around.
And then I was, talking to my therapist, and she was also saying, like, is there anything at work that might be causing you to kind of stress out, or anything problematic there? And then I did talk about that I do feel stifled creatively at work because there is one problem, a big problem in my opinion here at work, and but Klein, can I kind of work things out right now on the air if you don't mind?
Sure. There it is. Thank you. Now the show has just gotten 25% funnier. This is what Omar was doing for the last week.
I forever love fart sound effects, but Klein hates them. Hates them to death.
And it's a creative difference that you can no longer overlook.
We fight about it on a regular basis. The power. Then Omar has decided that the only way that he would
My
return...
therapist, not me, dude. This is therapy, okay? This is therapy, so I need to let loose.
There it is. He is letting That's right.
Oh, that was a good
so,
one.
I mean...
Sorry, guys.
That last one is...
I can no longer just hold it in, dude. I mean...
Those are Jake's mating calls, just so you know.
So, Omar, how many fart noises do you think you have
he's got
in your repertoire?
He'll go all show.
I have roughly around 12, and they're yeah, that's it. And then I have a
I'll get you some more, dude.
Thank you very much.
Just
put a microphone down there.
Just to get back at you for that, Omar, I'd like to play you. I'd like to play you this.
Hey guys, just a real quick update here. The Evanescence "Bring Me to Life" official HD music video currently now has 1,459,785,642 views. And if my math is correct, since Johnny just hit 1 million views on Instagram, he only needs 1,458,785,642 views to match Evanescence.
That's great.
So Evanescence, be careful because Johnny's coming. All right, Steve Davis, love you guys.
Good math right there.
You know what, Omar?
You know what I have to say to that?
Okay, that's right. If you'd like,
It's Nora's mental health.
that's
Therapy, Klein, therapy.
That's the Thanksgiving themed one. Okay, Jesus. Oh my God, that one is aggressive. If you'd like $100 of Allie's money, 800-520-1067. Will Allie know the news? We'll find out next.
KROQ's almost acoustic.
Christmas this year.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky sometimes.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
Brought to you by the LA County Department of Mental Health at dmh.lacounty.gov.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Let's get to your news right now. Then we can kick off a brand new hour of the show, complete with some man versus machine. As more and more artificial intelligence will be preparing Thanksgiving dinner this year. Do humans even stand a chance in the kitchen? We'll get to that next hour. But first,
grab your right roll. It's time for ADD News. Just news it.
Thanksgiving is a time where we can all gather around a giant dead bird, talk, and be thankful for one another. And yes, we may have our differences, but if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's politics. Yes, we may have differences, but there is something that you can do about it. And if you don't agree, and maybe you're nervous about fighting with your family, the news has got you covered, and here are their official tips.
Psychiatrist Dr. Nicole Torrey says you can avoid holiday tension by planning ahead. She recommends talking to...
By the way, planning ahead is their same advice for getting to the airport.
That's the advice for everything.
It's just planning ahead.
Plan ahead. Plan.
Which, as an anxious person, I'm always planning mentally.
Sure.
You have to think of every single scenario so that you can make yourself feel better about whatever result. But I don't think overthinking and overplanning mentally is going to really solve anything.
I think they're saying you should let all guests know before you even start the dinner what topics will not be allowed at the table.
It's funny you say that because that's exactly what they say.
By planning ahead, she recommends talking to family members in advance to set expectations and decide topics to avoid.
How bad does that conversation go? Because... I don't know how I would call, say, my uncle, somebody I don't really agree with on for much, and say, hey, by the way, I think it's probably going to be tough. I don't want to get into fights. Let's just avoid politics.
That was probably the original idea behind Thanksgiving. It's just put so much food on the table that no one can actually talk to anyone about anything.
But now we're managing no matter what.
Constantly shoving food in their mouth.
But I would imagine that this would result in a lot of arguments, even before Thanksgiving. But then if you get into the argument before Thanksgiving, does it cancel out the Thanksgiving argument?
No, it's like a foreplay for the big one.
Right,
for the main
exactly.
event.
It gets the fight started early.
If you're not involved in the fight, you can just kind of sit back and watch a couple of relatives go at it. That can be the best entertainment going. I mean, it really is dinner and a show. That's right. Hey.
Shut up!
That was my Thanksgiving last year. And I got into it.
Klein's kids are Trump supporters.
Got into it with my kids. Hardcore. We went back and forth. It was aggressive, but it had to happen.
Focusing on shared values and listening can help keep conversations productive. And if things get a little heated, take a deep breath, maybe go for a walk, or just take a break and use simple language like, we'll have to agree to disagree.
I'm punching that person in the face.
Totally. I just see that person getting punched so quickly, like with a turkey leg.
Let's just agree to...
Oh!
Yep.
That took care of that problem.
Shut up, Milton.
Never know how that sentence ends.
All right, the astronauts at the ISS will be stuck there for at least another month or two. They're going to be spending their Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's there. And they will probably be having a vacuum-sealed Thanksgiving. But the bigger bummer is that it stinks real bad up there right now because a Russian spacecraft has docked to the ISS, and with it came a disgusting, horrible smell that they're now trying to get rid of. They say the ship was just carrying food and supplies, but somehow everything got contaminated, and now this ship is supposed to be docked there for 6 months, and it stinks. And think about being trapped in a small space with a bad smell. And then something that you cannot get out of, like that would make you go insane.
Every day.
Just go in Jake's studio.
Yeah, the nerd hole.
Hey, it smells good in here.
No, it does
not. All right, Johnny,
not.
go in there and see how long it takes for him to break.
Yeah, Johnny, go in there and close the door behind you. Let me listen to this.
This is the closest we have to the ISS.
Johnny doesn't even like opening the door to Jake's studio because he's always
it's fine in here.
He always says
you always get that must.
Hold on,
hold
on. Johnny's entered. Johnny's entered.
That
close
it smells like a thrift store in here.
It's good stuff.
It really does.
That's vintage.
It's like a mix of like mothballs and weird trash and stuff. All right, there he goes. Johnny's
like a
out.
thrift store in Melrose or like a Goodwill?
He's already out.
Oh, okay.
Johnny's gone.
He's gone. We broke him already.
He couldn't last. Yeah.
All right, we're reaching year end, which means all the year end lists and the year end raps and the words of the year. And Cambridge came out with theirs last week. It was Manifest. Now, the most respected dictionary, dictionary.com.
Oh, yeah. That's the best one.
Has come out with theirs, and it is the viral...
can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Chachi?
No, close, but no.
Oh, damn.
Ching, 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 ching.
That's it.
Nice.
That's it?
Finally. Trendsetter.
Technically 3 words.
All right.
Demure, of course.
Demure.
Because of the TikToker Jules LeBron and the demure, mindful craze that took place. But of course, dictionary.com is going to go with what the internet says because it's dictionary.com.
You think like dictionary.com was sitting around being like, all right, guys, when are we going to drop Manifest? And then they get scooped by Cambridge like a week earlier. They're like,
Manifest?
Crap it.
Damn it.
Man, we're going to have to go to Demure.
And how
Stupid follow-up.
much thought goes into this decision?
Probably way more than should. But I'm sure they look at like what was top trending for the year and what things people...
But this is like their Super Bowl. I mean, think about your regular job is just dictionary. That's your job.
Yep.
Is what? Managing a dictionary and being like, yep, the words are still there.
Every once in a while they add a new word because, like, you know, something will happen.
Yeah, but they do that just to stay relevant.
Because
no one remembers the dictionary.
Right, and they just count down for the end of the year so they can give us the new word. We can all, hey, I knew it's a word. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now.
Klein Alley Show.
I don't know. Y'all guys bring up my mood every time. Every time I'm in a bad mood, y'all lift me up. I turn on the show, and it helps me so much. I appreciate everything y'all are doing.
Welcome to the Chocolate Factory.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to just after 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. We are live interactive now at 800-520-1067. If you'd like to join the show, you can listen on KROQ. You can also watch as we are streaming on the YouTube as well. That is continuing because you've demanded it. And hello, all you net bangers and people discoursing right now. Discording? What is it, Allie?
Discord? The Discord?
That's right, in the Discord, which apparently is firing people up. There's a lot of anger on the GOAT line about that, which we don't have time to get into now. This hour,
Why?
I don't know what's going on.
Everybody's super nice in there.
Yeah, I think
I think everyone's filthy in there.
Everyone is mad about something. I can't even... It's like a never-ending Thanksgiving fight that's happening in the Discord.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't been in there yet. I'm going to spend some time in there next hour, I think.
Jake said there's over 100 tabs. Yeah, no, you're not. Jake said there's over 100 tabs on the Discord.
Oh, my God.
There's a bunch. I don't know if there's 100, but there's a bunch.
This hour, we will get to man versus machine as it pertains to cooking. A lot of humans doing their once-a-year cooking this week, and we will let you know before you head to the grocery store to pick up ingredients why you should not do it, because I don't think humans stand a chance anymore against the robots. That'll be coming up this hour. Will you be able to live forever? And my wife is doing something that I'm pretty sure is slowly trying to kill me. I'm convinced of it now. First, I was like, maybe this is not, but now I'm convinced that there's something going on. And the goal is that I will reach an early grave.
Oh, well, if you're going to kill slowly. That's what I always say.
Kill slowly. You always hear about these people that were successfully able to give like a little teaspoon of antifreeze every day for a year until
Ring cameras ratted you out.
Yeah, until they got busted. There's something going on. We'll get into that coming up after some Linkin Park. You tell me if I'm crazy or if I'm onto something. And all that is happening this hour right here on Klein Alley Show KROQ. You had 4 nervous poops at the venue and 3 others at your house before you
2
left?
at my house, 5 at the venue.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. He was so nervous to go out and do his
I can't believe
comedy.
this guy didn't put that in his review. That would have been noticeable, I imagine.
Yeah, Keith, where was that part? You didn't comment on how many times Jake went to the bathroom.
That's because he was too busy trying to bring back the 90s catchphrase, was it?
So it's funny.
What?
Here's Jake, his opener, this as he walks on the stage.
I'm trying to bring back what's I feel like I can't do it in an audience full of potheads and alcoholics. What's the point?
You lost the crowd pretty quick.
Oh, man. You had the first 2 was as. That was great.
You had them in the palm of your hands and you lost them.
And then they just got confused.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. So I'm convinced, potentially, I'm going to move it a little bit past potentially to almost definitely, that my wife is attempting to kill me, but doing it in a very smart way where it will never be, she will never be accused of murder.
I don't know why she's trying to kill you when you're perfectly capable of doing that yourself. Like, you can slowly, like, the way you eat and the way you take care of yourself, like,
right.
You're already going to an early grave. She doesn't need to help you.
Yeah, I think she's trying to speed up the process, though. And she disguised it under something that was going to be like, oh, this will help bring the relationship even closer. And I know, because it is something that as now it's entering week 3 of this, I won't make it 2 more weeks. I will die.
Really? Well, I have audio evidence here that she really loves you.
I love you, bye. That's right. That's our love language right there.
She cannot even muster a consonant.
Her hanging up. So she was saying, she's big into working out. I'm not, obviously, but she likes working out. She's not one of those people that's like, just get a quick workout in, makes me feel good, like the way it feels. I don't
do it at home, or does she go to a place?
Goes to a gym, and then occasionally she's also like, whenever she sees something on TikTok, she's like, "Oh, cool, high impact Pilates. I should try that out," or whatever. The thing is, she likes, she likes doing the different things. And then she said to me, "Hey, you should come to some of these things because maybe you'd like it." And she's like. Right. Thank you, Omar. It's like she never met me before. I mean, maybe I would like it. Is there a snack bar there? What are we talking about?
High-impact Pilates sounds like all the things you hate.
It's all the things I hate.
Except for the people that might show up to Pilates.
So she goes, well, you should come. Maybe you'd enjoy it. Maybe that's why you're not working out regularly, because you haven't found your thing yet. And maybe you'll find your thing, and then
Dude, is this the move that people do because you're gaining weight? Is she telling you you're getting fat in a nice way?
Well, that's always a possibility. I mean, in the past, she has definitely said things before, like when I'm eating my 5th or 6th slice of pizza, and she's like, how many slices were there in the pizza?
Have you heard of Pilates? Pilates.
So she said those things before. So first she drags me along to a high-impact Pilates class.
I will
it was
say
the hardest thing.
Yes, it's hard.
This is like someone who is a black belt at karate, grabbing a person who's never done that before and being like, hey, come on, let's go do this together. I don't belong in any...
No, you need to be in a beginner something. But it is tough when you have found something that is your calling and then you want a partner. You want a buddy. And you want them to be just as excited about it as you are, and because you want to share in that. But she needs to realize that that's not who you are.
Right, not me at all.
Or misery loves company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that thing was terrible, and I thought I was going to die even during it. I mean, the amount of it is, it's not what I thought. I thought Pilates is like a bunch of old people sitting around stretching. I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I could do that. And then it's like nonstop, an hour long of doing stuff that burns every inch of your body.
So you did it, and
well, I did it, and I kept. The other problem is the instructor kept saying to her, "Oh, you're doing so great," and they kept saying to me, "That form is all wrong, and why don't you take a break for 5 minutes until you're ready to come back?"
Yeah, but aren't they all overly positive and complimenting? You're doing a great effort.
Not to me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, to me, they were like, "Let's try to do that better next time." It was like all those.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Then she's like, hey, what we should do? I've been watching a lot of people doing cold plunges now. It's a great way to recover from a workout. So she drags me along to go to a place where you sit in a goddamn ice bath.
That I can never do. I can do hot things. I'll do hot yoga, Pilates, whatever. I cannot sit in a freezing cold ice bath.
Klein,
Sounds
you're
like
a cold
torture.
shower guy.
I'm a what now?
A cold shower guy.
Aren't you a cold shower guy?
Yes, but for 5 seconds, a hot shower, and then I do a little 5 seconds of cold. But so now I go in that thing, and she's like, "Yeah, you got to sit in there for 2 minutes." I go, "This is gonna absolutely kill me."
And then when you get out, she's going to see the shriveled D.
Well, I'm not naked in there.
Oh, really?
No, I'm in a bathing suit. It's like a public place. But the point is, she's now sending me every time she sees a video on TikTok where she's like, it's some ridiculous workout thing that I'm not equipped for. And she goes, let's try this next week. And they're all She's just waiting for my heart to explode.
I wonder if she's just trying to spend time with you.
No.
I also think,
No, that's
I think
impossible.
it's kind of nice.
I say, that's what she's saying. She's like, this is a fun way for us to go do some stuff together. And I go, yeah, but there's a lot of pizza places I could send you. I'd love to go there.
510 said, maybe you'd like it as code for you're fat.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, 510.
Maybe you'd like it.
Thanks for giving it to me straight. That's kind of what I knew I was getting at. But it feels like each one of these is becoming slightly more painful.
Yes, but
What's
also...
the next thing?
Well, she sent me a few videos to pick from, and they all looked terrible. She said something about doing a high-impact boxing thing.
Oh, my God, no.
And then I saw the place.
What about the ones where you're doing, like, Pilates and stuff on a surfboard? Where you have to, like, balance and stuff?
She sends all that stuff. And I go, like, I don't even know.
Like yoga paddleboarding?
Yeah, like I'm not that. There's people that are built for that. I know these people. And I'm sure there's relationships out there where someone in the relationship is like a big gym person, the other person is not a gym person at all.
You're built for no activity.
That's what I'm built for.
You're built for a sedentary life.
My comfort zone is like couch.
You can sit on your leg for like 8 hours.
Oh, that
is Pro Bowl stuff right there.
That's something. But you throw me in a bathtub full of ice and make me do some weird, whatever those stupid medicine ball things are, forget it.
But you know what? Workout couples are like weirdly happy. And unless it's all fake happiness, but when you're on that runner's high or whatever, and both of you are like, I don't know, and then you just have sex and stuff because you're like all turned on by each other being all sweaty.
Well, I'm waining for that part of it, but I'll tell you what's. I don't think anyone's in the mood for sex after they're sitting in a 40-degree bathtub. That's
definitely
a giant turnoff right there. Someone says I can train with them. They're a 5th-degree black belt. All right, well, I'm gonna look into that.
But 415 said, haven't you been going to the gym more? Like, aren't you trying to work on yourself?
Yeah, but I hate it. And she's convinced.
You're supposed to develop a rhythm and a routine, and you're not getting there.
No, not doing it.
So you hate it every time equally?
Oh, yes. Every time. I hate it more every time, actually.
Really?
Oh, every time I hate it more.
Sometimes they're like, just 10 minutes in, you'll feel better.
I know. Some guy one time said, all you got to do is even show up. You don't have to, just even getting yourself in the mindset.
Love saying that. The hardest part is check done. Yeah. You are here.
Right. And even just going to it, I stand around, I go, this sucks. I hate it. I'm not built for that. I know it, but if I end up dead in the next 2 weeks, I'm just saying, and it's a heart attack and I've got a giant weight band around my ankles or something, understand that
that's how you went?
This is intentional.
Well,
okay?
We'll throw a beautiful wake for you.
Mourn me and get me an extra roomy coffin. Thank you.
KROQ's almost acoustic
Christmas this year.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
Question, it's KROQ, Klein Alley Show. If you're in a relationship with someone, married, dating, whatever, and they want to do something to alter their physical appearance, do you feel that as the person that is their plus one, their significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, do you have any input in if they should or could do it? Or do you think
what would define like a major change?
Well, in my case, I got this...
porn stash?
It's not a porn stash. Just a regular, good old-fashioned mustache.
You look like a plumber.
Yeah, thank you. I don't think anyone looks at me and goes, that guy could do porn. But they definitely...
You could look like you could direct it.
But by the way, I could definitely do porn better than I could do plumbing. I mean,
you definitely look sleazier with it on.
Thank you. That's
it's actually because of the shirt you're wearing, too. It kind of looks like you're about to recruit Johnny.
Johnny, you're in. Pack it up. Pack it up and sack it up. You're in.
No. Are you serious about that mustache, or is this for, jokey joke like you've done before, and just to know your wife?
It's so funny. You're the third person that has said to me, is that serious? What an insulting thing to say to someone. Is that...
Well,
you would do it as a joke, though.
Yes.
That's who you are.
Yeah, I am doing it as a joke.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it I'm doing it more...
So is mine. See?
What's that? Why do you have a mustache, Allie? That's even funnier. She's got a real push broom one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this... No, but I mean, my wife said, like... when she goes and does stuff with her hair, she doesn't ever ask. I mean, she'll say things like, "Hey, I'm thinking about cutting my hair short," and I'm like, "Well, whatever."
I know, but for her, I bet it's like she thinks it's a dramatic change, and it's something that you would not even notice.
No, I don't. Sometimes she'll
It's
come
like,
in and she'll be like, "Did you notice anything?" And I'm like,
I got a long swoop, bang.
Right.
And
Like, I'm like, "What did you do?"
what?
She's like, "It's like a quarter of an inch longer or shorter than yesterday." I'm like,
Longer.
"How would I know that? I don't know that." But I wouldn't care. Like, she got another piercing in her ear.
She
like
did?
Like another one of the top top
midlife
holes.
crisis. Why are you getting your ear pierced at
I don't know,
middle age?
but she like asked me if I noticed it, and of course I didn't. I didn't notice it.
What, Vanessa?
I think if she wants to pierce her ear at middle age, she
No,
can.
First of all, she will not like the fact that she's being referred to as middle aged. That's going to bother her more than anything.
I'm just saying she's a woman who's married and has 2 kids, and I feel like at that point you kind of like have your look figured out.
Yeah, she's a cool mom.
But I think, is that why she's doing it? To be like, I'm a cool mom?
I don't know why she's doing it. I didn't really ask. But maybe she's sleeping with the piercer. I don't know. She just came back and said, "Do you notice any more holes on me?" And I said, "I'd like to." And then she said, "There's one here in the top of my ear." I said, "Oh, all right, whatever." But I wouldn't say
perfect fit.
You have to.
Is this because she wanted to one up her kid who got her ears pierced?
I think she was trying to one up my daughter.
Are you serious?
Oh, fine, I'm going to go to Claire's.
Yeah, you get 2. Yeah. She was in Claire's too, with that big lollipop, so she could look young enough to get the free one. No, but in all seriousness, do you think that there needs to be a clearing with if you're going to dye your hair? I'm talking about drastic change now. Facial tattoo, dyeing of the hair to a different color, shaving head. Is that something your partner needs any input on at all?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I think,
That's crazy.
My wife has always had bangs ever since I met her.
Yeah,
and
she does all over the place. Bangs on the side.
Right. No,
bangs your friends.
not those kinds of bangs.
No one loves bangs more than your wife.
She will never not have bangs. Never.
That is
she
so
needs
true.
to have bangs. Okay. This isn't going well. The bangs on her face.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Above her eyebrows.
Yeah.
All right. She's always had them.
Just everywhere.
Just bangs everywhere.
All right. Forget it.
Summer bangs, winter bangs.
And I will not allow her to not bang.
Vacation bangs.
I'm just saying it's her signature thing. Okay.
You're not helping yourself.
The hair look is always what it's going to be.
Yeah.
She knows that that's the best. The point I'm making about the ear piercing and about all of it is that once you're a certain age, I feel like you have the good stuff figured out. Like, I look best like this. I've tried all the other things. I've tried all the other hair colors. I've tried this, that. I know that this is the best. You're a work in progress.
Yeah. No, but you just lost a bunch of weight, and now you're, a quote-unquote hot alley. But people always want to kind of change themselves.
You couldn't have sounded more disgusted saying that. You're
Control your down flex to finish your sentence.
Right. So I think Omar's right. I think sometimes we look like a work in progress. We haven't figured it out yet, so we're trying things. I'm thinking maybe.
Well, that mustache isn't making you hotter. You know that.
Well, I don't know that. I was actually hit on by a guy yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he call you, Daddy?
He said, "This credit card's not working. Do you have another one?" And I said, "Yeah, hold on one
stop
second."
hitting on me.
All right, leave it alone, sir. All right, we can take a break. A lot of thoughts on this. We'll be right back. We got Freeway Feud to get to.
Freeway Feud?
Freeway, the mustache got in my mouth. Hold on. I'm choking on my mustache. To a pawn shop near where he lives in Highland Park. And this is where we met Mama. And then we met
Mama.
And then we met Nonya, which we think could
Nonya.
be. And then we also met Krala.
Koala.
I didn't remember it being so desperate.
Koala.
Yeah, that was like, I've had enough of Jake.
Yeah,
I need somebody to rescue me.
That's her god.
This is every time he shows up with a box of his stuff, which he thinks are valuable. She wants no part of it, and she just tries to pass it.
I remember what's up with this guy?
Oh, yeah.
What's up with this guy?
Yeah.
This guy is very weird.
The guy's very weird.
It's my favorite.
Look at this.
I didn't remember that one.
She really hates, she hates Jake. K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. The robots are here. The robot takeover has already begun, and they're saying the future will all be AI technology, and us humans will be left in the dust. And that even applies to Thanksgiving, because this year, I think more than ever before, they say people are turning to artificial intelligence to help them not screw up Thanksgiving.
Artificial intelligence now helping home cooks create and modify recipes.
Rich DeMuro tries out a new AI cooking assistant. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. It's always so nervous to cook for other people, right? If it's just you, your wife, your kids, no big deal. AI is having an impact in the kitchen.
They're saying that so many ways now that people are incorporating AI to do everything from help them figure out recipes to take things that...
Maybe planning out, like, hey, when's the best time to do each dish?
Right, and also like
plan your day.
Just have random ingredients floating around and you have to figure out a way to turn it into something. You're like, this is what I have, what can I do? And they'll try to give you out, they have millions and billions of points of data. So the question is, in this very exciting round of man versus machine, do us humans even stand a chance against the robots in the kitchen? So I have 3 questions here. 3 humans here. Each human will get a chance to answer this question to the best of their human ability, and then we have the actual response from artificial intelligence to see who actually wins this kitchen battle.
I'm looking forward to this because, of course, as a woman, I am best in the kitchen.
That is a fact, and pull that clip.
Yep.
Thank you for that.
God damn.
Got it marked.
That is sexist, Allie. Shame on you, but also very accurate. Question.
I'm a sexist.
Yep, well said.
She's lying.
No, she just said it. Get back in the kitchen, you sexist. So here is your question then, Allie. We'll start with you. We asked, and it's a perfect question for you, El Cheapo. We asked the AI technology, what is the best way to feed a lot of people with the least amount of money? You're trying to feed a lot of people with a little money. They, of course, have the answer. They believe that they know the definitive answer because it's artificial intelligence, but you are El Cheapo. So what would you say?
Well, I actually did just put out a video on our Instagram about some of the best Thanksgiving meal kits because everyone's trying to out-cheap each other, all the grocery stores. But for the purposes of this, I have something even better. You don't have to skimp on the quality or the quantity. You go to DoorDash, Grubhub, whatever delivery place you want. You pick out the meal you want. You add all the extras, whatever you want to do. Dietary restrictions does not matter. When that food arrives, you go on the app and you say, I never received it.
Oh, my God.
And if that person who delivers it has to take a picture, invite them in. Tell them to delete the picture. They can say something went wrong on the way, oopsie doopsie, and then suddenly you've got another guest and a whole smorgasbord of free food.
So Allie's advice to feed a lot of people on a budget is order from one of the many delivery sites.
Never got it.
Claim you never got it, and screw the local mom and pop restaurant that made the food to begin with. That's Allie. Let's find out.
Fraud.
Commit fraud. Commit fraud. You're saying fraud.
I'm just saying it's not fraud if you need it.
Pull that clip. All right, let's find out what artificial intelligence says. Same question to artificial intelligence, then we'll determine who had a better answer. This is the best way to feed a lot of people on a little bit of money, according to technology, and this is the answer we got.
Come on, same.
Feeding a large group of people on a budget requires careful planning, smart ingredient choices, and efficient cooking methods. Potatoes are inexpensive and can be roasted, mashed, or made into a hearty stew.
Well, duh. Why is the kitchen robot a woman?
Because
Get back in there, robot.
trying to keep it realistic.
We always
Allie.
do a man robot.
Well, in this particular case,
Not this
a
time.
woman is taking over. I can't help it. AI gets it right some of the
I
time.
do trust her more.
I do too. Also, she sounds hot.
She does. She's
So-
like, make potatoes.
She claims that the best way
You
to
know she's
feed
barefoot, too.
a lot of
Totally.
people is with potatoes, which I guess there's a lot you can do with potatoes, and they are cheap, but
Well, yeah, but everybody knows that.
yeah, but that's
You
technology.
fill them up with bread and potatoes.
Yeah, well, she said that's according to experts. So Allie says fraud, and the robot says potatoes. So I don't know.
I still think my method is way better. I'm not just going to serve a giant vat of mashed potatoes and call it a day, idiot.
We'll go to the next. I don't even know if that one goes to human, man, or machine. I'm going to say in that particular case, it's
Give it to the hot robot.
It's got to go hot robot.
Yeah.
Okay, just said serve potatoes. Sorry, Allie. You don't stand a chance. Allie's going, fraud, and the robot's like, potatoes. All right, so the next question will go to Jake the nerd. Actually, let's give this one to Omar. Omar, you do cooking. Right. You do cooking with Claudia, so you know your way around the kitchen.
I do cooking, but I've never made a turkey. And I've never made I don't make a lot of Thanksgiving dishes, no.
Here's the question, and a lot of amateur cooks can follow the recipe, sure, and maybe they're going to make something for the first time this year. They cook once a year. But if you are sitting at a table and the food just doesn't taste good, or if you're cooking in the kitchen, you're tasting it, you're like, this just doesn't taste right. What is one thing you can do to instantly make whatever you're cooking taste better? We asked the technology, the AI technology bot, the same question, but we will let you as a human try to answer first.
Well, if you're going to make anything taste better, it's got to be something like fat. Just a lot of,
like butter and
stuff? I think butter.
Yeah,
like butter stuff or, I forgot. There's this one Spanish ingredient that is like, it's literally, I think it's lard.
Butter?
I think it's lard.
It's called
El butter. El butter.
That's right. Jake got
or like lard, man. Like Latino people, like whenever it's not tasting right, they just add more lard.
It's so true. I had something one time, it was the best thing I ever ate, and I asked the person what the secret was, and they said Crisco.
Wow.
I think Crisco is lard, right?
Is that just lard?
I think it's lard. I think it's a mix of lard. It's like different lards together. I don't know what it is.
So lard potpourri.
But it's good, man.
It's great. It was like the best thing I ever had. And now they're like, we use a lot of Crisco. I was like, well, that explains it. All right, Omar says the answer is butter or lard.
Yep.
If you want to instantly make something just taste better, food's not good, you're like, man, there's people sitting there waiting and this doesn't taste great. How can I fix it? Let's find out what the technology says. Man versus machine. Let's see if it's our friendly lady robot in the kitchen still.
Incorporate fat by adding a drizzle of olive oil, a knob of butter, or a spoonful of cream to add richness and round out flavors. For savory dishes, this can really elevate the taste.
She sounds so hot.
She is hot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Keep talking about
again.
She's
savory.
That's unbelievable.
I've got some thick cream for you.
All right. Well, in that particular case, that's a tie. That is a tie.
Why are we so perverted?
That's a good thing. Although I'm going to give the point to the lady because she was way hotter than Omar.
I agree. Yeah.
So once again, robot 2, humans nothing. Will it be a clean sweep in this man versus machine? Jake, you get the final one. This is something that people do a lot of, especially Thanksgiving. And we asked technology the same question. What is the best way to take a meal that you did not prepare yourself? You bought it, you had it delivered, but you want to make it look like you did it yourself. Stolen valor in the kitchen. We asked technology what they say. If you're planning on doing this, you're going to go sneak over to the grocery store, pick up a turkey and some yams, but then just quickly go ahead, throw it in a casserole dish, and then put some fake sweat on your head. Be like, oh, man, been a day. What does the robot say? More importantly, what does the human say, Jake? What is the best way to fake that you cooked dinner even though you didn't?
I think, obviously the first thing you do is take it out of the bag or container and put it on a plate or a pan and wrap it in cellophane or aluminum foil, and then maybe have a story about, my aunt's homemade recipe. I got it for you guys.
So come up with
an
a story.
overly detailed story about the recipe.
And then put some flour on your face.
Put some flour on your face.
And put a little hair in it.
You got to drop some hairs in there.
Yeah.
Can't make it feel real authentic. There's no way this is from a store. It's covered in hairs. According to the technology, let's find out if man
Let's
can
go
get
back to the technology.
1 point. Yeah, I love this technology. Here we go.
If you're trying to fake it and make it look like you cooked a meal from scratch when you didn't, there are a few tricks to make your dish look more impressive and authentic. Here's how to pull it off. Repackage store-bought goods. If you bought a pre-made dessert, take it out of the plastic packaging and plate it nicely. Add cream.
Oh, man, her with the cream.
She loves cream.
She is thirsty.
She is.
Add cream.
Too late.
So much cream.
I already did. Yeah, Klein a la mode over here right now. This is KROQ. Giving Thanks game to get into in a moment as Jake approached people in the streets and asked them what they're actually thankful for this time of year. If you'd like to play with us, win yourself a prize, call now 800-520-1067. Giving Thanks for Strangers next.
Time stood still, just like a
that time of year where you give thanks. And sometimes when it's your turn to speak, especially if you go around the table and you say something you're thankful for, you're like, I don't want to just say the same thing again, family and health and this and that. So you got to really think about it. What are you thankful for? Well, Jake approached people that were just walking down the streets yesterday and asked them this time of year, it's time to reflect on things that you are actually thankful for. What are people in 2024 actually thankful for? We decided to turn it into a multiple choice game called Giving Thanks. And we have some prizes here at KROQ up for grabs. Let's say hi to Alec in Ontario. First one to play the game. Alec, this is Giving Thanks on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing this morning?
Doing okay. Let's meet the first person that Jake approached, and Allie can try to help you because she does not know the answers either, but let's meet the person that Jake went up to first.
What's your name?
My name is Jamie.
Where do you work?
I work for a restaurant.
Okay. Now, the next question he will ask is, what are you thankful for? Did Jamie say health and family, but not in that order, the fact that I have Bitcoin, or that my work is closed on Thanksgiving and I don't have to deal with stupid customers?
Oh, my God, that one.
Which one do you believe she said that she is thankful for, Alec?
I'm going to say that she is thankful for the last one, that her work isn't open and she doesn't have to deal with customers.
Let's find out if that is correct. Giving thanks.
Do you want to name that restaurant?
I do not.
Jamie, what are you thankful for this year?
I am thankful that my work is closed on Thanksgiving and I don't have to deal with stupid customers.
There you go. What a beautiful, beautiful message.
Yeah, I think anybody who's worked in the restaurant industry would have that answer.
Alec got his right. Let's say hi to David now. David, welcome to KROQ. How goes it?
How's it going, guys?
All right, we're going to meet another person that Jake approached in the street. This is called Giving Thanks right now. And here we go. This is the person that Jake went up to.
What's your name?
None of your business what my name is.
Great.
Nice, friendly fella this time of year. Everyone's in their best spirits, right, Allie?
Oh, yes, definitely. Very welcoming.
Where are you from?
Oh, from the hay rides. Yeah.
What are you thankful for?
Okay.
From the hay rides, yeah?
Is this guy thankful for the fact that he has one good leg, asparagus and other green vegetables, or that the new moon is coming? Ow!
Whoa, tough one.
Which one is this guy thankful for?
I'm going to say the one with no leg.
All right, he's got one good leg.
think
Let's
that's a good pick.
find out what this guy is thankful for. Giving thanks.
Yeah.
What are you thankful for?
I am thankful for asparagus.
Oh,
I can't stop laughing. I'm having such a great time. Oh, I'm thankful for asparagus and other green vegetables grown underground.
Sorry.
Like albino broccoli. Oh, my God. Someone shoot me in the head.
What?
All right. Well,
What
there
a
you
turn
have it.
that took.
What a nice fella right there.
That was an emotional roller coaster. He loved asparagus so much.
He did love asparagus so much.
Why did he take such a turn at the end?
I feel bad because David, there was a follow-up question that Jake asked him, and he said, is there anything else you're thankful for? Same contestant. I'll give you a chance to double or nothing right now, even though you didn't get the first one right. Did he say he's thankful for Kwanzaa, his coin collection, or the fact that it's snowing in Pittsburgh?
I want to say it's coin collection.
All right, let's find out. Please be right.
Anything else you're thankful for?
I am thankful. You know what I'm thankful for? Kwanzaa.
Oh,
Kwanzaa for the loss.
That guy loves asparagus
Damn
and
it.
Kwanzaa. Well,
That guy's very unpredictable.
the only person to get theirs right was Alex. So, Alec in Ontario, congratulations. You've won yourself something from KROQ. Hang tight so we can get you your prize, all right?
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice Thanksgiving, guys.
And what are you
Me
thankful
too.
for?
I am thankful for my family and my sobriety.
Oh, that's nice. I thought he was going to say his one good leg.
I was waiting for us. That was a great little punch into the break. He says, you guys, every morning, keeping me company. Alec, what are you thankful for?
Me, I'm thankful for you guys.
That's beautiful. Thanks.
Roll right into it.
That makes us feel so good.
Klein, Alley.
That's Sublime. They will be part of KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, December 14th, creeping up on us at the Kia Forum. Let the good Lord intend it. And later this morning, you'll have a chance to win tickets from us. A couple of ways. If you're in the finals for America's Weirdest Relative, you stand a chance to win 4 on the floor. We're going to meet 3 more finalists today after yesterday's battle between Captain Uncle Steve and Uncle Tony.
Mondo.
Mondo. A lot of messages on the Go line about all of the finalists from yesterday, and it was really difficult to vote. Today, 3 more finalists, and then tomorrow, it's just going to come down to the actual finals. 2 people, 2 relatives left. Only one will be called the weirdest. But if you want to win tickets just for listening to the show today, all you have to do is listen. At some point during the show, you will hear the lead vocalist of Garbage.
Whose name is what, Vanessa?
Sherry.
Sherry, that's right.
Did I get it?
Shirley Manson will at some point start yelling at you today when you least expect it over the airwaves of KROQ, like she did at the entire crowd last year at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Such a great moment.
One of the many unexpected things that always happen every year, no matter what you think you never know until you're there. And when you hear her at some point interrupt us and yell at you today,
If I can find it, huh?
it would be great. It would be great. But if you
not
We
could,
can keep stalling.
we'll
It's all right.
I'll just
Remember how
stall.
great that was?
That was great. Oh, good times.
What does it sound like?
Well, she yells at people and she tells them it's a goddamn Christmas show and everyone should get together.
A Christmas party!
That's what she says. So when you hear that at some point today, I don't know what it'll sound like, but at some point she will interrupt us all and she will start yelling at you. That is when you call us at 800-520-1067 and instantly claim your access to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
No, I'm looking for it. I don't know
It's
where
gone.
it is.
The file has been completely deleted.
Did her people come in and scrub all this?
Yep, it all got taken out. She didn't like the way it made her look because she yelled at everyone. But I got a lot of people calling about her yelling, but let me see here. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
This was a well-oiled machine earlier this morning.
Was it?
No, it was never a well-oiled machine. In theory, it was a well-oiled machine. Well, anyway, at some point,
All right, well, that.
you'll hear her do that. Allie made a catastrophic mistake when booking movie tickets.
I didn't make a mistake.
Of course you did. You didn't mean to do that.
No, but I don't think it's like a deterrent. I don't think I should cancel my tickets.
Oh, that's where you're wrong.
Well, so I decided that, and I never do this, but I wanted to pre-plan going to see a movie on Friday right after Thanksgiving because I really want to see Wicked. Now, I know that movie theaters can be jam-packed during that time, and I was the only person in the group saying, guys, if we're going to do this, we need to book ahead of time. We can't just show up to the theater and expect to get a whole group of people in. All these screenings are going to be, sold out, or we're going to be like in the front row at the movie theater. Nobody wants that. So everyone thought I was overreacting, but I decided I'm going to take it upon myself and book these tickets early so that we can actually get some good seats and enjoy the movie. So I go and I see all the good ones already are taken up. 6:30 gone. Yeah. 7 o'clock gone. My mom's coming. I'm not going to a 10 o'clock movie with my mom. She'll fall asleep. So I'm going, okay, I can't do the 4 o'clock. I can't do the 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I found a 3 o'clock.
Of course, El Cheapo finds a matinee.
And I was like, this could work because everyone's just kind of biding their time until dinner anyway after 3 o'clock. What's everyone doing at 3 o'clock? They're just kind of waiting for dinner to roll around, right? Perfect time to see a movie. So I decide to book it, and I figured no one was ever going to have a problem with it. And then I realized after I got my confirmation and sent it to my wife, she goes, you do realize this is 3D.
Oh,
and I was like,
it's the worst. It's the worst.
And it's like, they were like $12 tickets. And I don't think my mother has ever seen any 3D movie whatsoever.
They're fun.
They're not fun. I'm always so mad.
No, I think it's going to be cool.
It does suck. No,
Avatar in 3D was the bomb.
Maybe certain movies, maybe. But usually I find it to be so much. I sit there the whole time angry that I didn't just go to regular 2D. 2D is perfect.
Yes, the 3D technology's not there yet. We're so years behind still, but yeah, 3D sucks.
That's right. Thank you, Johnny. And
Shirley Manson, what do you think?
This is bullshit.
We found her. You hear her at some point interrupt us today. Call us up and get your tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. So now you have a decision to make. You bought 3D. Some people
I don't
love
think
3D.
I should. If I get rid of these tickets, I don't know if I can get other tickets.
But that's why these seats were available, because they're 3D. And enough other people saw that and go, I'd rather just not see it than see it in 3D.
So you think all the other people that booked it also accidentally?
Yes. Every single person's going to show up there and go, why are they handing me these glasses?
I don't even know how to explain to my mother that she needs glasses to watch the movie. Like, I think she's going to be really annoyed.
On top of glasses. She's going to have to double up the glasses.
Yes, and I think she's going to need the glasses to see the movie and then glasses over the glasses.
I guess there are people that choose this by, maybe there are some people that, if given the choice, would always opt for 3D no matter what.
Yeah, like Spider-Man, Star Wars, Avatar, it's dope.
I could see that argument being made.
And Green Witches.
Yeah, but...
but there's movies like the ones that Jake just rattled off are made for 3D purposes.
Right.
Like Wicked is, there's no way that Wicked is like, the witch is not coming flying at you like all on purpose.
Maybe she is. Maybe she is,
I don't know.
The other option was IMAX, which I thought was too aggressive.
IMAX, great call. You have to lean back. Usually IMAX, you have to the chairs go back even further. You get like a nice recline.
Really?
Usually,
Pre-dinner nap.
I just thought it'd be way too intense. But I don't need to see Wicked in IMAX that large.
But Allie, as El Cheapo, you're making decisions based on price or no? Just convenience. Because every single time, regular movie is one price. 3D, I think they charge a little more. And then IMAX, I think, is the most.
The tickets were $12.
Right.
So
So when you buy one seat, you're going to lap it up? Is that what you're saying?
I said we were all disabled.
You're all disabled children?
But I said that when it was 3D, I assumed because it was $12 that it wasn't anything extra, right? I mean, what they do charge extra for 3D.
Yes.
But so you think 3 p.m. 3D is the worst of the worst?
It's pretty bad.
Am I better off just going to a 10 a.m. movie?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, 10 a.m.
But then you're wasting your day inside of a movie theater.
3 o'clock, it's like there's good stuff. I mean, not that the football games are going to be good. You're going on Thanksgiving?
No. Day after.
Oh, day after. Oh, you're going to miss out on all the trampling. You love trampling.
No, trampling's in the morning. I'll have plenty of time to trample.
That's why you need that IMAX seat so you can take a nice nap after your trample.
Well, 2 hours and 45 minutes of my mom complaining.
Well,
a lot
of people say they've accidentally made the 3D mistake as well. Never again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I ruined Thanksgiving.
We will get into some Linkin Park Now Lost on your KROQ. This is Klein Alley Show. Good morning. It's KROQ, Klein Alley Show, and time for some news. Remember, if you hear Shirley Manson interrupt us and start yelling at you like she did at last year's KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, call us immediately and get yourself some tickets. We have not yet had her interrupt us this morning. It will happen at some point between now and 10 a.m. When she does, just call us. Be caller 20, 800-520-1067, and get yourself your tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Now your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. You know what's fun? Drugs are fun. Wait, did I say that out loud? Kids, say nope to dope and dare or something.
Every day now you're seeing another string of Christmas lights go up, and I hate to cancel out all the holiday spirit with a sad story, but this just happened. This was trending yesterday. Losing your life hanging Christmas lights is a tough way to go, and this guy in Escondido was hanging some lights, not at his house. He was hired to put them up. He was hanging them near a power line, and he threw a string of lights that accidentally went over the power line, and it electrocuted him. And they found him. He was just hanging by his waist harness, because a lot of those guys are wearing harnesses, so that they don't fall and hurt themselves. And when they found him, they pronounced him dead. I think they brought him to the hospital, but there he was pronounced dead, 24 years old, and that is terrifying, and probably the reason I've never hung Christmas lights.
There's more and more companies now. I see these signs everywhere that'll basically, hey, we'll hang your Christmas lights.
Yeah, I'm getting them at my door.
Right. They're all over the place. And a lot of people are saying, great side hustle to make an extra. I mean, people are talking about making six figures before the holidays.
Well, because what's the baseline for that, price-wise?
Well, let's just
probably
say
$400 or $500, right?
I mean, you go out and buy some lights. Lights aren't that much, and then it's really just...
There are services that will provide the lights and put them up for you, and
take them down.
Right. And also store them for you.
What?
And they'll come back next year.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a subscription service.
Yeah, and as a result,
it's crazy.
But I think there are more and more people trying to do this now. I'm not saying this is the case with this guy. I don't even know the situation, but as a result, I think there's a lot of people that are getting in on this quote business because people are like, I don't want to stand on a ladder and try to hang lights. I'll just have a company.
Don't be a pussy. It's awesome. It's worth it.
And that's part of I always thought that was part of the thing is that if your lights look good, you did I risked my life to hang these lights up.
You don't almost die. You don't love your family.
Right.
That's true.
Beautifully said, Jake.
Oh, I don't love my family?
I think you need to display it proudly. Like if you did it yourself, there needs to be you should have access to different lights or something.
Oh, if I did it myself, it will be very obvious.
Yeah, I get nervous every year. I try to lose weight a little bit right before I hang my lights because the tall ladder has a 200-pound weight limit, and that's where I kind of fluctuate. Yeah. So 1 year I was at 210, and I was going up there, and I was like, "Holy crap, man!
This is a really accurate limit."
Yeah.
The ladder's all shaking.
Yeah, that's Omar's world famous pre-Christmas diet every year, so he can still use that ladder.
And then pack them on after that, right, Omar?
Total 100%.
Start snacking on the roof.
Being famous for your accomplishments is one thing. Then there's, Hawktua girl level famous. That's viral fame. And then there's being famous just for looking like another famous person. And this celebrity lookalike takeover is happening right now on the internet. Every day there's another one. And it started with Timothy Chalamet. It has not slowed down since. We've had Jeremy Allen White, Glenn Powell, Shohei Ohtani, Tom Holland, Gordon Ramsay, Harry Styles, Dev Patel, Paul Mescal, the list goes on. Some of these winners are now getting rewards. Glenn Powell himself announced that he would be giving his winner a cameo in his next movie. So why are we so obsessed with lookalikes? Well, they said that people right now are really into connecting over a tiny shared interest. And these lookalike contests provide us with this opportunity to relate to a person that they've never met before, that they would probably never talk to or go up to in a bar, and they're able to share over a very small common interest like one celebrity. And we're also weirdly obsessed with when people look like other people or other things.
But I also
and it
think,
goes back to like nature.
People like to argue because they'll look at the winner of the Glenn Powell lookalike, and someone will say, "Oh my God, that's unbelievable," and someone else will go, "That doesn't even look at all."
Right, there's so much differing opinion about what is a lookalike and who do they look like.
And I think that's the real thing that brings us together is arguing.
That's true. That's really beautiful.
People
Klein.
like to argue.
Yeah, because there's this lady that Katie swears look exactly like Kristen Bell. I disagree, and it is something that is brought up constantly.
Right.
And then she wants to prove me wrong. So that's the other thing. See, look at it at this angle. Look at it at this angle. Don't you see it here? Don't you see it in the cheeks? And that is really why we love each other.
Yeah, but also, think about it. You went through your life looking like you your entire life, and then someone ended up getting famous that happens to resemble you. And sometimes that's a good thing because they're considered, quote, hot or like a heartthrob. And then other times,
you can make a lot of money being a lookalike, too,
sure,
like a legit one.
You got to make that decision. Do I want to switch and go ahead and live my life as the lookalike to this more famous person? But then every once in a while, it's just some guy that ends up on the news for doing some horrific crime.
Yeah, but there's this girl who looks exactly like Taylor Swift, and she like owns it. And she's on social media. She has millions of followers, and she gets paid tons of money. Yeah,
great.
To do like cameos and all kinds of stuff. All right, what is Diddy eating for Thanksgiving? Well, he has tried several times to appeal his...
What?
I thought it, but damn, dude.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Gobble, gobble, right?
What was the question, Allie? I'm sorry.
I don't know, but you answered it. A healthy brine, an overnight brine.
That's right.
So he has tried several times to appeal his bail, and they've offered several suggestions for this ahead of the holidays. One of the offers was, well, why don't we just send him to his private star island in Florida? And he'll be isolated there, and he won't be able to run away. So that would be a good place to put him. And they said, nope. Another proposal was putting him in house arrest in his 3-bedroom Upper East Side apartment, accompanied by security guards. That was also shot down. Now it has been revealed that he will eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with potato chips on Thanksgiving Day at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn.
Not bad.
I agree.
Not bad at all.
A great PB. I mean, I guess a bad PB&J is even still, it's a PB&J, but a really good one, so satisfying.
Compared to my first guess, way better. That's way better. We get into a brand new hour of the show.
Well, it depends on who you ask,
right
Klein?
now, chunky or smooth? That is the question.
Klein Alley Show.
Allie is like a silly, kind of funny, heavy-set lesbian.
You guys are really hilarious, especially Klein. He's all hairy and stupid, you know? But I love you.
My name's F and Kevin. Hello.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
A short week for many, and hell yeah, if you're on your way out of town, Allie says the hours that they are recommending you avoid the roads are specifically between 1 and 5.
Today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow. But really, at any point, it's going to be potentially terrible. And
what a beautiful way to look at life.
Also potentially great, because every once in a while, as you know, that once you get through the crawl of the everyone trying to get the hell out of town, you do hit a couple of days of like, man, things are nice. You can move around here freely. Get some elbow room.
If you stay here?
If you stay.
But also, I think that the frustrating part of holiday traffic around Southern California is you can be driving for 2 to 3 hours and still be in LA County.
Oh, yeah.
So you feel like you're getting nowhere.
This hour on the show, we got some clickbait to get to as we solve the internet's biggest mysteries and or riddles. We got that to get to. Pack your patience is back in a big way because it's everyone's favorite phrase to use as it pertains to travel this time of year. And it is overused, and every time some news anchor says it, they think that they've said it for the very first time. It is incredibly frustrating, but there's no shortage of brand new Pack Your Patience drops to share with you coming up a little bit later. And once again, when we are interrupted by Shirley Manson to yell at you about celebrating Christmas, that means it's your cue to call us and get yourself tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, which will be happening at some point this hour. So be ready. The numbers you'll need, 800-520-1067. Last year, these were your headliners. Of course, it was all part of the March 2 redo, the Chili Peppers on KROQ. Good morning.
Allie, you look like you like fellatio salad.
Excuse me, what?
I'm sorry.
Fellatio,
Johnny?
You know that pink thing that like your aunt always shows up with? And he's like, I brought the fellatio salad.
The pink thing that your aunt shows up with?
Hold on. Johnny, what are you talking about?
You know how, like, does anybody else have that, like, one aunt that always brings that one weird side dish and it's like that pink, like, fellatio salad thingy?
I don't think you're saying the right word.
I think I know what he's talking about. Fellatio, the fact that you're saying fellatio is hilarious.
Johnny, do you know what fellatio is?
It's that salad. It's that, like, pink salad thingy, that, like, gushy stuff.
So if a woman came up to you and said, I want to give you fellatio, you would think it was a pink salad?
I mean, that's what my aunt brings every year.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, I want to go to your Thanksgiving.
She could win America's Weirdest Relative.
We have a new throat goat.
Nope.
All they want to get you to do is just be intrigued enough to click around. Next thing you know, you're clicking. Your whole identity has been stolen, and now you have to move to Belize. But we solve all that by getting right to the answers. It's time for clickbait. Here we go. Bait. All right, we'll start with this. As Thanksgiving is almost here, according to etiquette experts, this is they're saying it's one of the rudest, but the rudest thing that you should avoid doing while at the Thanksgiving table. Good guess, Omar. It's good to have you back. God, I missed you.
It makes me happy that it makes Omar happy. You can just hear the joy in his heart when he plays the fart
Your
sound.
disappointment too, Klein.
And you all equally love his pain.
According to this Thanksgiving etiquette experts, this is the thing you should avoid doing while at the table, but you probably won't.
I'm going with Omar's answer.
All right, Allie's taking Omar's answer. That's a good guess. Jake the Nerd?
Well, I'm glad Omar's back because I always take his answer. So
Right. So you're taking that answer as well.
or talking about politics.
Right.
Politics or farts? Go ahead.
Omar, got a guess?
Yeah, something that you shouldn't do at the table is take all the food at once. Like, if you love mashed potatoes, you're not going to take 2 helpings, even though you want to. You just have to have a modest amount of food to start off your plate. You can't overserve yourself.
When you do see a lot of food sitting in front of you, you kind of forget the fact that there's a lot of people too, and you just start going, I'm going to get the good stuff. Because let's be honest, maybe you like the legs. There's not that many legs there. You got to grab one quick, or you may lose out on the legs.
Well, especially if it's something like butter, because you may never see that again. Once you pass it down, it's gone.
Everyone's wrong, according to etiquette experts. And this is probably true at all meals, but specifically for Thanksgiving. And they say that we're all going to violate it anyway, but using cell phones at the table, specifically at this particular meal of all meals, is incredibly rude and is the kind of thing that they're saying you should avoid doing. And that is just under that is showing up with uninvited guests and criticizing the food. Those are the 3.
Farting's okay,
that did not make the list.
Fart away.
Yeah, fart away. They didn't even mention that.
That's what we learned.
According to pregnant women, this is the worst birth date that your possible future baby could have because it is, quote, just too stressful. So if you're planning on getting knocked up or having a kid anytime soon, you should do the backwards math and avoid this birth date because all the moms that were talked to said that this is the date.
Said, why are you interviewing me? And started crying.
That's exactly what they said. This date, according to, they talked to a lot of moms, and they universally agreed that when asked about stress related to birth date, this was the one that kept coming up over and over again.
Oh,
so
that's
avoid
easy. It's got to be Christmas.
Allie says Christmas, December 25th. DJ Omar Khan, got a guess?
Yeah, Christmas is a good one, but I am going to go with something that's going to be stressful on you is going to be tax season, April 15th.
Tax day. That's right.
I'm doing my taxes, honey.
Hey.
What kind of theme do you want for your birthday? Is it taxes? Because I've got that covered.
Jake the Nerd, this is according to pregnant women, this is the most stressful day to give birth, so avoid it.
Well, I think Christmas Day, you've probably already had presents in the morning, so later that day it's not stressful. I think Christmas Eve is going to be the most stressful day.
They talked to a lot of these moms. This was conducted by the American Psychological Association, and they found out without fail, and no other date even close, December 25th, Christmas Day, was something that freaked out all because they also, I think, assumed that all the good doctors are probably off.
Yeah,
so
the availability, everything being closed, but also, your plans are ruined, essentially. Yeah. And also, from now on, you're going to have to plan a birthday party for Jesus and yourself and your kid.
Last question in clickbait. Here we go. This is a increasingly common phone act that is actually a relationship red flag. So think about your relationship now and your phone do's and don'ts, but this phone act is apparently the sign of trouble. Red flag.
When you're on your phone, and then when you're done with it, you place it face down.
When you put the phone face down.
Because you don't want anybody to see anything that's coming up on the phone. You have something to hide.
Okay, face down means something shady's going on.
Something that you do.
Well, my phone's face down.
You always face it down. And if it's face up, you make sure that it's like hiding from people.
Yeah, he's the one who's the net beggars to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because they're always telling me every once in a while I'm doing some personal stuff here.
What are you doing?
Grandpa
Kevin.
Looking for some stuff. Jake, what's your guess? This is something that apparently is a red flag.
Yeah, I feel like we've had this one before, and they say that it's when people take their phone with them everywhere. Like you never leave it in the living room when you go to the bathroom. You never leave it in the wherever. You just take it with you wherever you go.
Mm-hmm. Well, why would you not, just out of curiosity, why would you not take your phone with you to the bathroom? I mean, if you're going to the bathroom, it's crazy.
You're supposed to sit there with a shampoo bottle.
I've gone to the bathroom before and left my phone and be like, what kind of idiot am I? But I don't have my phone right now.
Number twos, yeah.
Omar, this is apparently big red flag. This is increasingly common, but apparently it's a red flag.
I think if you, male or female, are just openly on Instagram and, going through Instagram models, male or female, and just liking them out in the open, I think that's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Okay. They're saying
does that too.
They not anymore.
All these things.
No, I do not.
Shady phone activities.
That's false, by the way. Don't do that. They claim that expecting to have your partner's device codes is a red flag.
Oh.
Now, I used to think the rule of thumb was
Face ID. Then that's more intimate.
Well, I thought it used to always be that you should share. If you have nothing to hide, everyone should have each other's passwords and codes because you have nothing to hide.
Yeah, Katie asked to have her face profile on my phone so that her face can unlock my phone.
And you allowed that?
Uh-huh.
Wow. But they're saying that's a red, like that sort of behavior, they're saying is red flag behavior because
but why?
There's a lack of trust to the point where you feel the need to have full access at all times.
Yeah, but I hate when I'm trying to log into something and then it's on her account and then I have to ask her for her password, and I would rather just everything be transparent. Just both of our faces are one face. It's easier to get into stuff.
So if you have demanded or expect the passwords, device codes, that is considered a red flag. Also, they say that 1 in 10, the whole, we talked about this last week, but the tracking, let's just track each other.
Sharing the location,
let's share
all
location.
that stuff. Yep. Yeah.
So that can also be red flags. I thought it was the opposite, so they keep changing their mind.
323 said December 25th is a great day to deliver a baby. What are you talking about? All the good doctors don't even celebrate Christmas.
That's a good point. That's a great point. Thank you. Very funny, 323. Quick break. Back in a moment. More for sure.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic
Christmas this year.
The 33rd Annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky sometimes. We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd Annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. One of the many things we got into this week, which I hate to even bring up again, is the fact that my wife, after talking to a friend of hers, the friend of hers, I guess, had put one of their poorly behaved kids, into an etiquette class to learn the basics of manners when sitting at the dinner table, primarily.
Which I will just say, even though I don't know this person, I'm sure her kids hate her for that.
Yeah, probably. And I made it through my life without going to an etiquette class. And look at me, Allie.
I'm looking.
I'm a joy to dine with.
We've got both of our elbows on the table as we speak.
Right now. Well, elbows on the table seems like an old school. I think when you look at the history of that, it was probably dated back to like scurvy or something that we don't even have anymore.
That's all etiquette is old school stuff.
Yeah, like etiquette, I feel like we've evolved. And I understand that, yes, we are, I think Jimmy Kimmel just got back from Japan, and he went into this whole rant about how kind of disgusting America is. Now it's a big joke now to the rest of the world because he goes to these other cities that are like clean and they're like, almost pristine.
Japan and Singapore and all that, they're very clean.
And that we should be able to do that in the sense that there is America does make a lot of money, but for some reason we just don't know how to spend it, or our political system is broken, or whatever you want to say. But he's been to a major city and seen what an actual clean, crime-free city feels like, and then you kind of come back to Southern California and it just looks like it's getting, just more disgusting by the day. Is etiquette a part of that? I don't know. I think it's a part of the unraveling of culture, sure, but
younger generations too are mannerless. I was reading an article about that.
And listen,
they're just throwing it out the window.
And this is why she said, let's just stop this now. We don't want to be the people. So she said we should do an etiquette class. I said no. We did a little quiz on the air. Turns out all of us don't know how to act in these situations, at least based on traditional etiquette. And then a couple of listeners said, why don't you have Klein ask his kids these questions and see how they do? Maybe they do great on the quiz and they don't actually need the etiquette at all. So I did ask my kids some of the questions we talked about on the show.
Oh, like what do you do if somebody farts in front of you?
Yeah,
what were some of the other ones? I forget. It was
it's like what are the most important rules
about when you eat
sitting at the table and this and that. So I did ask them, and they gave me their answers. Now I don't think they need etiquette class based on these answers. Etiquette question, guys, because I took a quiz on etiquette, and Mommy wants us to take etiquette class. If someone farts and then they say, "Excuse me, what are you supposed to say?" Now, we learned that there is an answer to this, and if someone does...
Again, this
say,
is like drunk slurry Klein at home. I don't know why you always sound
I'm not
like
drunk.
you're
I'm
slurry.
tired. I'm not drunk. I'm tired because...
It's a class.
And then they say, "Excuse me, what are you supposed to say?"
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So, once again, that's not what you're supposed to do.
I would love it if everyone did that.
But
in society.
Society, you're supposed to acknowledge the person took credit, and you kind of just smile at them and say,
You're supposed to smile and nod.
In a
according to-
nonverbal way, you're supposed to basically say, "Thank you for
I
taking
acknowledge your excuse me.
credit." Right. But I thought my kid had a better answer.
Totally. Just running away is so funny.
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So she's, once again, I think that she's thinking...
How that stinks?
So the other child, that's the 5-year-old now, also had a answer for this question as well. This is all part of etiquette. If I farted right now, Sienna, and said, "Excuse me, what would you do?"
You farted today.
That is the best. Telling somebody about their farts
Right.
that's a class act
I
in
was
my book.
just trying to get the answer for the question. And she
Speaking of,
she didn't
you're
have to-
disgusting.
She didn't have to rat me out.
I
But,
farted today.
okay, thank you.
So
And you
direct.
didn't say excuse me.
So clearly...
Now everyone in the house is laughing.
Yeah, now I've become the punching bag of the family.
And you didn't say excuse me.
Okay, great. Thank you. So the next question in
That's
etiquette
nice
class
etiquette,
to see if
Klein.
we...
You said thank you.
Yeah, I said thank you after she insulted me. See, that's good etiquette. I'm learning, right? Great, thank you. So the next question in etiquette class to see if we need this or not.
Hey, shut up.
Okay, that's not nice etiquette right there. You don't say that. She didn't want to do the quiz anymore.
She just told you to shut up.
She told me to shut up in the middle of the question. She was not happy to do the quiz about etiquette, and whatever. I don't think she's wrong here. No one wants to do the etiquette. My wife isn't even planning going. She wants to send me and the kids to learn.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You were making this point yesterday where people are they're as mean as they've ever been, but they're usually mean online. And your daughters are nice enough to be mean to your face.
And that's important that they learn that early.
It is.
I think you want to be confrontational at a young age. What is a nice way to say to someone that you are no longer interested in hearing their story?
Sorry, but your story doesn't really sound that interesting anymore. So I didn't really like to hear it anymore. So bye.
Let's save that for all future purposes of the show.
It'll be used every time Allie asks a question on the show moving forward. All right, so listen, I think...
I'm in the middle of a story.
Hey, but that's a nice way to say it. Listen, your story's just not that interesting anymore, so goodbye.
You know, I
So
feel
bye.
like Vanessa would say something like this.
She does.
She totally
She
would.
could use etiquette
she
class.
broke it off with a guy after her first date. She was like, hey, you know what?
Not feeling you.
I'm not feeling you. Sorry.
Goodbye.
Nope, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, great. And finally...
She passed
What
on the question.
She's passed. She's now not doing the game anymore. She doesn't want to be a part of this radio show. I don't blame her.
Because-
What are the three most
I
important...
see your phone there.
Yeah. What are the three most important manners to have at the table?
1, no elbows on the table.
Nice.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3,
Cross your knees?
I don't know.
Does she know
I think she's
the
trying
body
to say
parts?
cross. She learned from Johnny. I think she's saying cross your legs.
Cross your ankles, not your knees?
I think she's trying to say that. I don't even know what that is. I think I taught her that as a sex thing. I was like, just cross your legs, keep them crossed.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3, have your mouth closed when you're chewing.
Great.
4, eat with a fork. Don't eat like a dog or with your hand. And,
See?
yeah, that's probably it.
That's a great answer.
That's good etiquette right there.
She doesn't do any of those things, but she knows.
She knows. At least she knows.
And that was my point yesterday, is that people know the rules of the road, but it doesn't mean they follow them. They choose what to do.
Right. There's no rules of the table?
Nothing.
You just don't want to do it.
And don't talk about mean things. Like, I hate you, or you're dumb, or you're
Is she pretending to be a dumb person?
She's doing impression of a dumb person.
dumb, or you're sexy.
Whoa.
You can't talk about that stuff. Inappropriate stuff. That's what she's trying to say. You don't talk about inappropriate stuff at the table.
Wait, Dad.
What is something you should never say at the table? Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, she's right. Those are things you don't say at the table. See?
What is your dinner conversation that they know all this stuff?
The problem.
Are you saying F it and S during your
no?
And you're sexy during dinner?
No, but that's why we're talking about.
She obviously knows all the things you're not supposed to talk about for a reason.
Well, this is the problem with etiquette: is that it has now led to terrible etiquette. It's gotten way worse.
Your whole family is like, "You're dumb. You're sexy.
I never
F
heard,
you."
I never heard the F word at my table once until just then.
This was all over dinner?
Yeah.
So you were recording this audio while you were eating dinner. That's horrible etiquette.
Well, I was trying to. You guys said get
your phone's at dinner.
All right. Take a quick break.
She's right. F it, man.
F it. That's right. Quick break. Back in a second. Al, your story's boring me. Goodbye. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. 800-520-1067. Numbers you'll need a little bit later this hour when you hear us get interrupted rudely by garbage's Shirley Manson. Happened last year at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Very unpredictable. You never know what'll happen. That's why you got to be there live. Tickets for sale at Ticketmaster.com. Win them from us coming up later this hour when you hear Shirley Manson interrupt us and yell at us about Christmas parties. That'll be happening later this hour before 10 a.m.
Get Nagro at a Christmas party.
When you least expect it, you'll just hear the sweet sounds of her yelling at us all, and that's your cue to call.
Klein, do you feel that there is streaming etiquette when it comes to your family? A lot of people are going to be traveling to, family homes for the holidays, and maybe they don't have the streaming services that you have. Maybe you password share, and then there are disagreements. Yeah, there's a lot of politic disagreements that you can have, but I think that streaming wars happen in family households as well.
There's always a discussion as to who gets to determine, right, what is on whatever you want to call it, the main TV. Now, if it's Thanksgiving, you would argue parade is on, football is on, maybe the dog show for a little bit, but those three should get main TV always. It's
You're
not
giving dog show main TV status?
In the background.
I agree with you. I think dog show in the background is great.
Yeah, I think that, but football probably would get priority when the parade is on. It's just good ambiance to see it in the background. Everyone goes, "Hey, Al Roker, he's fat this year. Hey, skinny this year, whatever."
Yeah, but then there's one person who's like, "I want to watch some stupid Hallmark holiday movie," and then you're like, "Damn it!"
Or
and
the Twilight Zone marathon.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
But the answer is, when it comes to streamers,
black and white shows are always great background.
Always great. The answer is the streaming etiquette. If someone is visiting, they're like, "Oh, I don't have Apple TV, and I've always wanted to watch whatever."
And then you're like, "Oh, if you don't have it, then I'll just sign into mine, and then we can watch it." And then they are into your password, and now they have Apple TV.
Then they bring it back with them.
Right
so back to Wisconsin with your password.
Right, exactly. So then now everyone is sharing. And then if anybody changes their streaming,
it's a shutdown.
And I've become used to having access to a lot of things. Disney Plus is one that I get from my sister. I get one from my mom. I can't remember. I get a few from my father-in-law. I mix and match so that I can watch the things that I need. Now, there was this Reddit thread that was going viral because this woman said that her and her boyfriend had Netflix, and they just decided one day, you know what, we're going to get rid of it. We've had it for a long time, but we're using it too much. We're trying to cut costs. That was the thing that they decided to cut out. She then gets a phone call from her aunt, pissed, going, "What happened to the Netflix?"
Right.
And she's like, "Well, we got rid of it."
Canceled it.
She's like, "Well, hold on a minute. We were all using the Netflix. So let's figure this out because I depend on you for the Netflix, and you depend on me for other streaming services. So everybody's like tit for tat, this for that." Yeah, exactly. And if you're going to cancel this, then you're not going to get my Hulu. And then that begins another streaming war.
Well, a lot of the streaming war stuff has already been solved because these streamers are now cracking down on the password sharing, as they have been for a while. So it used to be, the idea was, what you're saying, everyone did this. And it was like kind of socially acceptable, even though it was stealing. It was like, listen, I got Hulu, you got Netflix, someone else got Apple, someone else got...
Yeah, but now you can add users for like a smaller fee.
Right.
So it's like for $5 or $10 a month, you can add another person.
If you know people are using your password and you're making a decision to cancel, I think you, at the very least, should send them a heads-up text.
Interesting.
But
I don't even think I wouldn't even think about who's sharing my stuff.
Well, you would if you don't know, then it's not on you. Because if someone calls you angry, I think I was using my sister's Netflix password for like the first 2 years, and I didn't even know. She just logged in on my TV.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You log in and you forget about it.
And then it kept telling me I was like half watching these shows that I never watched, and I was like, "What is going on?" Hero Loves Sushi. I never watched this show. But
it sounds great.
But it was all these things she was watching, and eventually I think they changed their plan or whatever, and I got iced out. But I was still paying for it anyway, like a sucker, because I didn't realize.
Right.
But I think that the reality is, that's not this aunt, whoever's yelling. She's got no reason to yell.
But then another thing is, what if your family member judges you for the streaming choices that you've made?
F them.
My mom comes over to our house. Every time she comes over, 100% of the time, she'll go, "Oh, why don't you have cable? Why don't you have even just YouTube TV? Why don't you have something? How do I even watch ABC?" And I'm like, "I'll just put it on for you, Mom. It's fine. I've got a way to figure out every channel, blah, 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 blah." But she insists that she's shaming us because we don't we haven't made the same streaming choices that she's made.
Yeah. Well, that's on her. She's the guest, but she should. The thing about password is password will travel. So if you've got a streamer that you're into, you bring your password with you, and you go.
I'm like, log into your YouTube TV. Right. I'll take advantage of that.
And you better believe Allie will exploit that until you end up dying, and even then she will keep exploiting.
Knock this off, girls. Knock this off right the now. What the is wrong with you? This right.
K-Rock. Hi, who's this? Hello? Hi, who are you?
Hey, what's up? Good morning.
What's your name?
Jay, this is Jay.
Okay, I don't care who it is.
Oh, calm down. I care who it is. This is Jay. Jay, why are you calling us right now on K-Rock?
Oh, man, I'm calling for the Acoustic Christmas.
Well, guess what? They're as good as yours. Congratulations. This happened last year. This is why you got to be at the show live. You know the lineup, sure, but there's always unexpected things that happen, and this is one of the things that happened last year.
I want it to stop. This is bullshit. Do we not have enough going on in the world without some aggro and a Christmas party? This.
Yeah, that's right. That's good stuff. Who knows what'll happen this year? Only way to find out is to get your tickets. And Jay, you just got yours. Hold on, all right?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much for starting your day with us here at K-Rock. You'll have another chance to win them tickets coming up between 10:05 and 10:20 when you hear Jimmy Eat World Pain right here on K-Rock. Thanks, Hosier. Appreciate you. We'll get the hell out of here. Good news, Nicole Ackles will be in. 40 minutes nonstop K-Rock in your future, and you don't have to wait around very long if you want some more of those tickets. K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas between 10:05 10:20. Listen for some Jimmy Eat World and call up 800-520-1067 and claim your tickets to the event of the holiday season. Jimmy Eat World Pain, that's the song you're listening for. More specifically, thanks NetBangers for hanging out on the live stream. Those of you that listened along on K-Rock, greatly appreciate you as well. A podcast available if you missed any parts of the show today. I would recommend you listen back specifically to the finals for America's Weirdest Relative. Tomorrow we will pick the winner from yesterday and the winner from today, and they'll battle it out, and we will officially tomorrow be able to declare who is the weirdest relative in all of America. 6 great finalists we presented you with, and I don't know if it'll be Yellow Uncle, if it'll be the cousin with the blood paint. I mean, there's just so many.
People on the text line said it should be a 6-way tie.
It really was. They were all different levels of weird for different reasons, but we have to figure this out, and that'll be tomorrow on the show, plus some other things as we get you into your busiest travel day of the year. All right, takeaways. What do we got?
818, my takeaway is a good wife is constantly on booger watch.
Hey, Jelly Roll's wife, 24/7 booger watch.
626, my takeaway is non-incarcerated marriage is boring.
Got to be, at least one of you's got to be locked up to keep it fun, to keep it spicy.
818, my takeaway is let us all be thankful for asparagus and Kwanzaa.
Hey, we learned from one of the greats, and we'll continue that tomorrow. Another round of giving thanks with strangers tomorrow on the show.
213, my takeaway is Spider-Man in 3D, good. Witches in 3D, bad.
Allie screwed up big time. Got the wrong Wicked tickets.
Yeah, I actually already canceled it.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
We shamed you into canceling?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
I canceled it.
It really wasn't that big of a deal. I just wanted you to
Great.
second-guess your decision.
Well, there's no screenings left. All right, 626, my takeaway is Crisco is lard potpourri.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people corrected me on the text line that Crisco is shortening. It's different than lard. I didn't realize.
How is it different than lard? I don't know what shortening is. What does that mean?
I have no idea either. Apparently, they're both delicious.
310, my takeaway is if someone says you might want to try it, it means you're fat. And 909, my takeaway is it's not fraud if you need it.
That's right.
Oh,
Jake?
and that Omar found a brand new form of therapy.
That's correct. Mm-hmm. That's good stuff right there. Jake, what's your
Yeah.
love it. Jake, what's your takeaway from today? Oh, there, thank you.
See how fast he wanted to move on?
Thanks. You better believe it.
That's right. That's wonderful. All right, Jake.
Jake, what's your takeaway?
I've always lived my life by the old saying, when you can put 2 different color stockings on your feet, you're normal. If you got 2 white ones, you ain't gonna make it out the system.
We did learn about that today from one of the weirdest uncles. That guy was very strange. Omar, got a takeaway?
Yeah. My takeaway is that I'm going to have AI over for Thanksgiving, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that AI. I am into AI.
A and AI.
Oh, AI was... Is there anything better than AI today on the show? Let's be honest. Let's just take a moment and celebrate
an all-star moment.
How hot that AI robot was today. Here's just a tease.
Add cream.
Oh, yeah, she loves that.
Oh, Crisco is vegetable-based, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh, so it's vegetables.
Well, it's healthy. Great. I'll start shoveling it in my mouth after the show today. Allie, got a takeaway, or did you already
My takeaway is shout out Lodge 817.
Shout out Lodge 817. Have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, Goat Line open for you now, 844-956-GOAT. Please download the podcast, subscribe, follow along on the Instagram. Enjoy your fellatio salad, and have a great rest of your day. Omar will take us out this time without stuttering. Here we go.
They feel that they feel that
Add cream.
KROQ.
Klein.
Alley Show. The world famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Remember the...
Good morning.
Shaba.
Hello.
Laba. Shaba laba ding dong. Why my head so big? Hold on, wait.
Because that's your head.
Yeah.
Why am I so
You
sure?
owe it to yourself. Gotta believe in something good. Hey, hey. Looking at the camp is only way I want to be. Hey, hey, hey. Dinosaur, oh, meal. One more time. Dinosaur, oh, dinosaur, oh,
What are we doing?
Hello, guys. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. It is the pre-quinned Thanksgiving, pre-eat, pre-turkey I hope you guys don't burn down your house while cooking your meal. And if you do, please record and send us a video so we can feature it. You could be featured on ADD News. Be like, hey, this fool in Pico Rivera burned down his grandma's house because he left too many tortillas on the comal. So
please don't burn your homes.
And if you do, please record it and send it to us. Or tag us to be featured so we could go ahead and talk about it on air.
Okay, I really want to know, who was the weirdest person today? Obviously Yellow Harold, right?
Oh, weirdest relative, not weirdest person on the show.
Weirdest relative.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that yellow pants guy because that guy was talking a lot of nonsense. Like Sabrina Carpenter. Got you talking nonsense. This song catchier than chicken pox, yeah. No, we're crossing worlds over here.
Oh, thank you for noticing, Karina. I have new nails today. They're light pink. Ooh.
Nubs. Everybody take a look at your fingernails really quick. What kind of nails do you have? I got some big old...
Juicy Mouth John, I'm sorry you have a Coke problem, but I cannot help you, my friend.
Oh, you acknowledge
Stop bullying me. I have to. I'm done with the Coke joke.
Guys, still remember to get your tickets to Acoustic Christmas. They're still available. They are running out. Go ahead and snag them up while you can. We're going to still do a holiday pre-show outside of the Forum like we did last year on the concourse. We're all going to be there, and we're going to do a live show, and we want you guys and all the netbangers to pull up and come out and hang with us. We're going to go ahead and bring out stickers, pins, and maybe we'll be giving something away. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring Santa Claus, an elf. Vanessa will not be the elf this year. It is in the module that we can't do that. That is harassment training.
Johnny is not going to be Santa.
I'll be dressed as Elf, Buddy the Elf from the movie. I love that movie. Okay. Really quickly, want to touch on a really serious topic really quick. I don't know. Is this the place to do it? I don't think this is really the place to do it.
What's your secret?
I don't know. Maybe this is... Yeah, so I don't know if we should tell them.
Okay, it's gonna be a surprise.
We might have... Okay, we'll go ahead and keep this tomorrow. This is a little bit of a serious thing, but we'll go ahead and... we'll tell you now. Okay, check it out. So look, over the past week, we kind of had this thing go down where one of us brought something into the office, and it was a very nice, considerate gift, but it was not taken that way. So what happened was Allie had brought me some Dino Quaker oatmeal, little hot packets.
This is the lamest secret.
I don't know where I was going. I don't know. I really got to use the restroom.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, listening.
Yeah, there ain't nothing serious, okay?
Have fun at work. Enjoy your Thanksgivings. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Shake it for us, baby. Shake it.
Well, congratulations. If you made it to the end of this video, there's a 2% chance that you're still paying attention.
And please check out our other video series called Mr. Beast.
It performs very well.
Yeah. We don't like to brag about it. This is really our sweet spot, but that's what we do on the side, and I don't want to blow it, ruin it for you, but that's Mr. Beast right there.
Yeah, we're going to blow up a bunch of Cybertrucks tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's our other video, or you can just keep watching these ones. This is kind of like our giving back to the community thing. So thanks for being a part of whatever charity this is, and have a great day.